President Trump's signature in the Oval Office reopened the government last night, right after the House joined the Senate approving funding through January 30th. SNAP food assistance will be funded through September.
The final House tally, 222 to 209. 6 Democrats breaking with their party to vote for it. All represent districts Trump won in 2024. And on the GOP side, Thomas Massie and Greg Steube broke with their Republican colleagues. Steube didn't like the Senate provision awarding $500,000 to senators if their phone records have been seized in the Jack Smith investigation of January 6th.
That's Fox's Lucas Tomlinson. That Capitol riot probe led to an indictment against President Trump, dropped after he was elected again. Now, just for the shutdown now over, Republican Congresswoman Laura Lee tells Fox,
my hope is that Democrats are held responsible for their choices in this shutdown, that it is crystal clear that everything we just went through was the decision of the Democrats, the offer they ultimately accepted they had a month ago.
The House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries says
House Democrats will continue to fight to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits for tens of millions of Americans. This fight is not over. We're just getting started.
A Senate vote on extending the subsidies is promised, not in the House, though. They expired at year's end, driving up the cost of coverage for millions of Americans. Travel's not back to normal yet, even though air traffic controllers will soon be paid. Flights scaled back, nearly 1,000 already canceled today, more than yesterday. Civil rights activist Jesse Jackson hospitalized.
Jackson's organization, the Rainbow Push Coalition, with a statement Wednesday night saying Jackson was admitted under observation for progressive supranuclear palsy.
That's Fox's Chris DeMayo. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
43 days later, opinions are strong. Nothing on radar. 35 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 57 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 6:02. The federal government shutdown has ended after 43 days, and Indiana's congressional delegation had plenty to say about it last night. All 7 Republican representatives supported reopening the government, saying it would help federal workers, veterans, and families who depend on programs like SNAP and WIC. Jim Baird and Aaron Houchin said Democrats are the reason the shutdown dragged on, and Marlin Stutzman called it the Schumer shutdown. On the other side, 2 Democrats, including Frank Mervan, voted against the deal, raising concerns about health care and funding for veterans. A procession moved through Muncie on Wednesday to honor Delaware County Sheriff's Deputy Blake Reynolds, who was killed earlier in the day while helping somebody who was stranded. Last night, Renee Pierce stopped by a memorial and laid flowers for his memory.
It was a prayer for his family. So, that's what it was. It's just a prayer for him and his family.
And she told Wish TV the last time her and her husband spoke with Reynolds, he had just gotten married. The trial of a Missouri man accused in the murder of an Indiana state trooper is starting this week. Here's Jarrett Lewis.
20-year-old Eddie Jones from southeast Missouri is charged with murder, resisting law enforcement, and auto theft in the killing of Trooper Aaron Smith in the summer of 2023. State police say Jones was leading troopers on a high-speed chase through southwest Indianapolis when he hit Trooper Smith as he was trying to lay down stop strips on a road just north of the Indianapolis International Airport. An INDOT video shows the suspect vehicle steer towards Smith and hit him. He died from his injuries. The trial against Jones began Wednesday morning and could last up to 8 days. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The IU men's basketball team pulled away in the second half to beat Milwaukee 101-70 Wednesday. Head coach Darren DeVries talked about his team's performance.
They just share the ball, and I think that's what good offense comes from is guys that are willing to move it, share it. We had great balance. One night it could be this guy, one night the next guy.
Lamar Wilkerson led the Hoosiers with 24 points, and Indiana takes on Incarnate Word on Sunday. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic and weather together in 1 minute on a Thursday morning at 6:04.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $349 per month. Or a new 2026 Corolla, $219 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered
at the all-new Hubler Toyota. on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license, 249 dealer doc, 36 months RAV4 model 4432, 39 months Corolla model 1852, 29.99 due, 0 security, 10,000 annual miles, 15 cents per mile thereafter, expires 11/30.
Southbound 6570 stop-and-go traffic north split to Washington Street because of a new construction project that started yesterday, and that's going to go on through the weekend and be done early Monday morning, hopefully. And this includes the closure of the entrance ramp from Washington Street to southbound 6570. Yeah, that's shut down for the rest of the week and through the weekend. Boone County crash northbound 65 after State Road 47 to left lane is blocked. Traffic sponsored by Fresh Time Market. Fresh Time Market, where quality meets savings every day. Fresh produce, meat, and more. Fresh Time Market, healthy living for less. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Marcus Bailey, Wish TV meteorologist. What's happening?
Hey, Tony. Good morning. On this Thursday, very similar to yesterday, should be nice, mostly sunny. The winds will be noticeably lighter, so an ideal afternoon. Today's high 57, partly cloudy tonight, a low down to 37. Friday, mostly sunny, calm, warmer, a high of 61. Very warm Saturday with mostly cloudy skies. It's going to be windy, too, with a high of around 70. Could have a stray shower very late Saturday night. We'll cool it back to average Sunday, but still nice, partly cloudy skies and highs into the mid-50s.
That is Marcus Bailey of Wish TV. He's a good guy. He's very happy the government shutdown is now over. So now he'll continue to get paid for his experimental work. That is, well, something we can't talk about because it's experiment.
Right. Bring those checks, baby. Let's go.
Yep. Yeah, hey, look at that. He's ready for Congress.
That's
Bring
right.
those checks, baby. Let's go.
It's a good day.
Thank you, Marcus. Go back to work with your experiments. 35 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:07.
Nays are 222. The nays are 209. The bill is passed. The motion is adopted.
And just like that, the government shutdown is over. 222 to 209. Signed last night with a bunch of fanfare by President Trump, and I'm amazed it went so quickly. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. I just expected more shenanigans. I had no faith in the political left to not get in the way of this. 6 Democrats crossed over to vote with the Republicans. 2 Republicans voted against the legislation. Thomas Massey, of course, and Representative Stubbe of Florida. Let it be noted that Andre Carson and Frank Mervan, Democrats representing Indiana in the 7th and 1st District, respectfully, voted to let children starve. This is the way it went, Indiana Democrats. They voted to let children starve, not provide SNAP benefits. They wanted to see dead kids on the streets. Oh, wait, hold on. This just in. I'm not allowed to say that? Yeah, but that's what they were saying about Trump, so I just figured that I could then say it about them, and everyone would understand exactly the kind of horrible things that get said in a moment like this, so they'd be like, hey, maybe we shouldn't say horrible things. No. They could say it, but I can't say it. So is that a rule somewhere that's written? No, it's not written down. It's just the way it is, so I should just accept it. Okay, well, I don't. Thank you very much. But it's done. The government is back open, not for long. This continuing resolution on a great number of things lasts until January 30th. On other things like SNAP benefits, Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program, food stamps we call it, that's going to run through September. So this will be a fight again right before the midterms. Victories are fleeting, kids. They're going to do this before the midterms. So if they want the fight, they'll get the fight. But if they don't want the fight, well then, see the options. We went for that. Not November 5th. I'm sorry. Election day is November 3rd. Not November 4th. No. September 30th. Fantastic. That'll be fun. Just terrific. But it's open, and money will start flowing. And maybe this means everybody gets to have a lovely Thanksgiving and everyone shows up where they're supposed to. Maybe. I'm not sold on that yet. But man, do I hope. It would be nice for everyone. Tony Katz, that's me, by the way. Good to be with you. 93 WIBC, good morning.
This is Gary Dick. Indiana's business and academic communities coming together at 6:32. On November 21st, join Indiana's top energy professionals and industry leaders for IBJ Media's Future of Energy Summit. Register today at ibj.com/events.
Applied Innovation customer John Dennis, Director of Information Services at Memorial Healthcare, enjoys his Applied Innovation partnership.
It was one of the best decisions we've ever made by far here, because things just get done. There is no drama. There are no issues.
Applied Innovation has helped bring all printing in-house for your hospital and more than 25 additional locations.
We've grown into a state-of-the-art print shop over the past few years, and healthcare printing's a big deal. We print about 1 million pages a month here.
You also discovered Applied Innovation offered secure shredding services.
We took them up on it, and the feedback I got from our Director of Health Information Management is that's one of the best decisions she's ever made.
Ready to make one of your best decisions ever? Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com. Applied Innovation, office technology made simple from a partner you can trust. Applied Innovation, fast, friendly, amazing.
Has your house become a burden? Why not sell it to us? Simple Quarters is a local Christian company that loves to assist people in difficult situations. Simple Quarters has helped over 3,000 families sell their homes in Indiana.
Wanda's been in real estate. I've been in construction, so she would find properties that we could fix up and resell or rent.
Probably we've flipped about 40 houses. I don't want to do it anymore. Health is not good. We're in our early 80s. Sometimes you have to give it up.
James, he did a good job. James was very cordial and, like I say, responded to our phone calls and then kept in contact with us. So he did a good job.
When I got the purchase agreement, and he did have things in there that was pertinent to me. It's important.
Yeah, James followed through on what he said. Did what he said he was going to do.
Yeah.
Other companies make broken promises, but at Simple Quarters, we keep our word. Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters at 317-900-HOME. 317-900-HOME.
He's Donald Trump's #1 enemy in Congress, Chicago politician Dick Durbin. Now, Durbin has a new scheme. He's doing the dirty work to benefit corporate megastores. Durbin's bill could cut corners on your credit card security, putting your personal data at risk. Big chain retailers and warehouse stores want to inflate their profits, and liberal Dick Durbin would help them do it. Tell senators, say no to the megastores and Dick Durbin. Paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
Fostech is American-made firearms made right here in Indiana. American craftsmanship meets cutting-edge innovation. Their lightweight AR-15s are incredible, and they don't sacrifice dependability or durability. Advanced machining capabilities create incredible products, and they are all designed, machined, assembled, and tested right here in Indiana. Fostech, owned by a family that has served and loved their country. Find a dealer near you or visit Fostech.com. That's F-O-S-T-E-C-H, Fostech.com. Use promo code WIBC for 10% off your order.
The deals and specials are sizzling hot. It's the Central Indiana Gun and Knife Show this Saturday and Sunday at the Madison County Fairgrounds in Alexandria. The best dealers in the region. Hundreds of tables. Just $6 for adults. Kids 12 and under get in free. Must be 18 or accompanied by an adult. Buy, sell, trade. This Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Madison County Fairgrounds in Alexandria. For more info, visit CentralIndianaGunShows.com.
This month, Pure Talk is supporting Canines for Warriors, a terrific organization that trains rescue dogs and then pairs them up with combat vets struggling with PTSD. This is why I switched to Pure Talk. Sure, I like the unlimited talk, text, and plenty of 5G data for just $25 a month, and you will too. But you will love being in business with a company that shares your values. Dial pound 250, say micro, and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
Traffic on the fives. Matt Baer, who now that the shutdown is over, can get back to purchasing very, very tiny T-shirts.
Yeah, this is true. And
yeah, it was really affecting not only his psyche, but his livelihood, because now he wasn't able to perform his duties as an Abercrombie and Fitch model.
You know, there are lots of Black Friday sales going on right now in tiny T-shirts, I've noticed, so doing some online shopping here right now. Crash clear, Boone County, northbound 65 after State Road 47, then southbound 6570 jammed up north split down to Washington Street. Also, northbound 65 slow after Raymond into the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. Get your home ready for colder temps in the holidays. Benjamin Franklin of Indianapolis is here to help. Everything from plumbing inspections, water heaters, and more. Book now at BenjaminFranklinPlumbingIndy.com. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:16.
The Attorney General's Office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every week. Visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov or text Tony Katz to 46220 today.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
This hour powered by Family Heating and Air, your American Standard Air dealer. Nobody cares for you like family.
If you want to talk sabotage, that story about the Jeffrey Epstein email, well, as I discussed on Tony Katz today, I hadn't had the chance yesterday to go over the story. But it came out of the New York Times. I will take that with all the grains of salt. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. And once you hear the story, you'll be like, oh. And that's all you'll say. I want the Jeffrey Epstein files released. I want anybody involved in sex trafficking children or abusing children to be in jail. I don't care about their last name. I don't care about their money. I don't care who their daddy is. It means absolutely nothing to me. But you're going to try and tell me a story about Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump, and there ain't no story? We get it. It's a craven, despicable political left, and they can't be trusted, and Election Day is November 3rd, 2026. Got it. Got it. Also, there are no more pennies. Pennies are officially over in the United States. The mint in Philadelphia has pressed its very last 1 penny. 1 cent. 1 penny. That's whatever it's gone now. It's over. And they believe that getting rid of the penny is going to save taxpayers, $56 million a year? So the penny still exists. You can still utilize a penny. But no more pennies are being struck by the mint. Now, this is going to certainly change the give a penny, take a penny kind of scenario you have at your local convenience store. It will probably change pricing. That much is going to happen. Why did they get rid of the penny? Because it costs 4 cents. It costs 4 cents to make a penny. That's a bad deal. And it's worth getting rid of. Now, we could have replaced it with something. We could have replaced the penny just as a placeholder with, striking any bit of metal. Maybe it could have cost less. Maybe it could have just been a note signed by Matt Baer in crayon. Hey, this is a penny. And you could give it to the cashier. They'd be like, oh, thanks for the penny. Big stack of notes. Maybe not efficient, but it could have been done. But instead it is over. You have lived... there are members of Gen X who have lived through the creation of the cell phone and the end of the penny. Boomers have done the same. And they lived through some other stuff, too. Boomers went to the moon and got rid of the penny in their same lifetime. So, good on you. Those are two unique stories to throw in there. Then the United Nations is in the news because anybody who trusts the Iranians is named Ben Rhodes or Barack Obama. The inspectors at the International Atomic Energy Agency have yet to be granted access to the damaged nuclear enrichment sites in Iran. Isfahan, Natanz, Fordow. Those are the names of the three sites that were bombed by the United States because they were working their way towards a nuclear weapon. They've always been working their way towards a nuclear weapon. And I would say right now, as we sit here, just so we all understand each other, they're working their way towards a nuclear weapon. They're the Iranians. The desire is power. And if they're going to lose their channels of terrorism via Hezbollah being ripped apart and Hamas being ripped apart. Oh, and just a quick thing. The cheering of the pager attack against Hezbollah. This was taken as, my gosh, look at these Israelis cheering such abuse and cheering such violence and mangling of people. And, well, kids could have gotten hurt and maybe did get hurt by these pager attacks. I think at every single angle, the cheering of pain of others is always and can always be seen as ugly. The Israelis have been attacked and victimized and murdered by Hezbollah for decades. You can't fault them when they cheer actually fighting back, actually pushing back. Well, Tony, they've engaged bombing raids, they've done this, they've done that. They have done things on the periphery that have in no way involved actually dealing with the enemy, which I believe one should. This did. And if you think it's rough, I can appreciate such a thing. Maybe it'll give Hezbollah pause that they won't be terrorists. I'm not interested in people who play make-believe about what it is we're dealing with and then want to claim a level of piousness about how it should be dealt with. Those aren't people who live in the real world. Those are children, and they can go back to their coloring books and playtime. Real lives are at stake here. And yes, real lives get affected. Right. Let's talk about what the effect is, and let's talk about who is causing the effect. No, you won't do that? Well, that's exactly what I expect from those people. So the IAEA says that they are unable to get to these places. They don't know what's happening, and they have lost the, quote, continuity of knowledge regarding Iran's uranium stockpile. They're unable to confirm the amount and enrichment level of the amount of uranium that Iran has. So, we're not done here. The world is not done here. And for all those people who think it was wrong to go after Iran, hey, Tucker, when Iran gets a nuclear weapon, are you still going to tell me you don't care? How much money do you have that you think you'll be isolated? And I'm not sure where it is you live. I've heard northern New England. I've heard Florida. Hey, go be happy and be safe and all those things, Tucker, or anybody else who's got an issue with this. But fundamentally, what makes you think you're safe? Foolhardy thing to think. And speaking of foolhardy, because I don't know why in the world Donald Trump is getting involved in this whatsoever. This was the headline. This was over at Newsmax. Trump asked Israeli president to pardon Netanyahu. And I read that and I said, why is this happening? I immediately wrote in the show sheet, I don't know why Trump is doing this, but I don't think he should get involved. The president of Israel is Isaac Herzog. The Israeli presidency is ceremonial in the main. The real power exists with the prime minister and the coalitions that are built in the Israeli government, in the Knesset. And Israeli politics is, I believe in the Hebrew, we call it a cluster. Yeah. It's insane. But all Israeli politics is insane. I mean, there are some countries that just do it in a way that's odd. These people don't have a constitution. None of it makes sense. It's an insane way to govern. President Trump wrote, while I absolutely respect the independence of the Israeli justice system and its requirements, I believe in this case against Bibi, who's fought alongside me for a long time, including against a very tough adversary of Israel, Iran, is a political, unjustified prosecution. Benjamin Netanyahu has issues regarding a host of subjects, which I will get into on Tony Katz today. This is for the Israeli people to figure out. So, by the way, is Netanyahu's future, because while I was fine with him being in charge while this war was waging against Hamas, who engaged the terrorist attack of October 7th, murdering 1,200 people, never mind all the people they murdered in the past, and I don't care what happened to Hamas. They're liars, they're frauds, they're terrorists. In the end, the attack happened on Netanyahu's watch. Netanyahu has to go. I've said those words right here. I still think that's true. Now, if the Israelis don't send him on his way, that's up to them. But so is how they engage a prosecution. Why are we getting involved? To be dismissive of the ICC, the International Criminal Court, is the accurate right thing to do. Because those people are a bunch of frauds who don't deserve any funding whatsoever. The Israeli government involved in dealing with Israeli issues, I just don't think there should be a letter from the president on this. I think that's odd. And I don't think it's going to matter to the Israelis one bit. They're going to say, thanks for the help, happy to be your friend. Oh, by the way, stay out of this one. This is a family affair. I think that's the way it's going to go. We'll find out. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
All right, Tony. Southbound 6570 already jammed. North split past Washington Street, and that's because of the new construction that started yesterday morning for bridge repair. Somebody hit a bridge, railroad bridge, and yeah, they have to do work on it now. So we have lanes reduced southbound 6570, north split to Fletcher. The entrance ramp from Washington Street to southbound 6570 is also closed. All this will go on from now through the weekend. Everything should be done early Monday morning. Also, northbound 65 slowing down because of construction. Raymond Street into the south split. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
Only 33% of people approve of the way Trump is managing the government.
Join us Thursday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Truck drivers, wherever you want to take your driving career in 2026, Schneider has an opportunity for you. Our huge selection of driving jobs means you can get the home time that suits your schedule. Choose from daily, weekly, monthly, or sometime in between. Plus, Schneider drivers can choose from dedicated, intermodal, dry van, and tanker options. Don't wait to upgrade your career before the new year. Search jobs and apply now at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Hey, it's Big Joe for Absolute Comfort, your trusted independent American Standard Air dealer. Owner Chris Wedekin sells the ductless Mitsubishi Electric Mini Split, which is a great option to heat and cool individual spaces while blending into the decor.
You want your poker room to be dressed up, you could take a vinyl wrap and put on these. If you like the more modern look, they have styles in black, silver, and pearl white that would be more aesthetically pleasing for your rooms.
Find out more at AbsoluteComfort.org. Absolute Comfort is your trusted independent American Standard Air Mitsubishi Electric Elite Ductless Pro dealer. Are you about to make a $100,000 Social Security mistake? And the worst part, you'll never even know it. The biggest mistake with Social Security isn't when you file, it's how Social Security is impacted by your IRA and 401k withdrawals, taxes, and even your Medicare premiums. One tiny oversight, and most people make this one, could cost you 6 figures in lifetime income. Do you hear me? 6 figures in lifetime income.
But you can avoid this with a free Social Security analysis from Bill Demery, your retirement guy in Indy. This isn't some generic report. It is customized for you, and it's absolutely free. Even if you're not a client, it's free. And if you've saved at least $200,000 but have not yet filed for Social Security, call right now, 317-648-5120. Get that free analysis, 648-5120, or visit yourretirementguy.com.
Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15. Go to DrexelIN.com for details.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
One signature later, the government shutdown is over. Nothing on radar. 35 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 57. I'm Ryan Hedrick for Window Nation. Here's what's trending at 6:30.
We went through this short-term disaster with the Democrats because they thought it would be good politically. And it's an honor now to sign this incredible bill and get our country working again. Thank you very much.
President Trump signed the bill last night to keep the government funded through the end of January. Proposals from Democrats to boost Medicaid spending and extend Obamacare tax credits were not included in the final measure. After President Trump signed the measure to end the shutdown, Indiana's Republican delegation praised the move. All 7 GOP reps said reopening the government would bring relief to federal workers, veterans, and families. A senior Democratic leader is facing calls to be replaced.
Progressive Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is facing calls to primary Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer. She wouldn't tell Fox News Radio if her fellow New Yorkers should be removed as the top Democrat in the Senate.
This problem is bigger than one person, and it actually is bigger than the minority leader in the Senate.
A handful of Democrats in the House have called on Schumer to resign after the Senate passed a stopgap measure to reopen the government that didn't extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits.
That's Fox's Ryan Schmelz reporting. And unionized Starbucks baristas are set to strike today. The action coincides with the coffee giant's popular Red Cup Day. The union, representing about 550 stores, accuses Starbucks of refusing to pay fair wages and rejects the company's previous proposal. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. You have traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes. It's 6:32.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Gary Dick. The CEOs of Eli Lilly and Company, Elanco, and Corteva, as well as the presidents of Indiana and Purdue universities, will take part in today's 25th annual BioCrossroads Life Sciences Summit at Elanco's new downtown Indianapolis headquarters. The focus of the event will be on the emerging One Health Innovation District in downtown Indy, which aims to become a global center for human, animal, and plant health. BioCrossroads CEO Vince Wong tells me Indy and Indiana have what it takes to make it happen.
And with the companies that we have in our community and the university know-how, that really creates a really powerful opportunity for us to collaborate to make sure that we advance that and capitalize on that opportunity.
Michigan-based Lineage, Inc., a temperature-controlled warehouse real estate investment trust, has completed a $180 million expansion of its cold storage facility in Hobart. The project, which marks the third expansion of the building since 2008, is expected to result in about 50 new jobs. It makes the facility the REIT's largest in North America. The board of directors for the DeKalb County Economic Development Partnership has selected Colin Bice to serve as the organization's new president and CEO. Bice had been serving in that role on an interim basis following the departure in September of Anton King, who led the organization for more than 9 years. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Today, you either innovate or evaporate. We are accelerating the pursuit of progress, from the foods we eat to the heights we soar, because this is Indiana, the innovation capital of the world. We rally visionaries across industries, invest in connections as much as capital, and fuel our founders from dorm room to boardroom. Fuel your innovation with Elevate Ventures. Visit elevateventures.com.
Hello and welcome to Inside Indiana Business. I'm Gary Dick, coming to you this week from Northwest Indiana, Jeffersonville, Muncie, South Bend, in downtown Evansville, Terre Haute, Fort Wayne, Richmond, from one of the state's key entrepreneurial and innovation hubs, 16 Tech. Inside Indiana Business, Indiana's business news leader. Pendleton-based food waste recycling company Nutrition 101 LLC is adding to its portfolio with the acquisition of Value Feeds, a dairy upcycling company headquartered in Dallas. Financial terms of the deal are not being disclosed. Nutrition 101 works with food manufacturers to develop custom programs to support food waste recovery and upcycling. This is Gary Dick for 93 WIBC.
All right, westbound 70 shut down at Hancock County about 4 miles before the State Road 9 Greenfield exit because of a crash, and this is coming with a backup that runs about 3 miles. So US 40 getting to Indianapolis from from Knightstown, definitely the better option right now. Again, this crash is westbound 70 between State Road 109 Knightstown and State Road 9 Greenfield. All lanes are closed. Looking at westbound 70, slow traffic from Rural Street into the North Split, and slowdown continues on southbound 65 70 to Washington Street because of construction. And looking at northbound 65, that's now stop and go after Keystone Avenue into the South Split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:36. A check on sports. Ryan Hedrick, welcome back. What's going on?
Tony, good morning, and thank you very much. Wednesday in Bloomington.
Here comes the buzzer. History. Indiana, 101. Milwaukee, 70.
And that is Don Fisher calling the action on IU Radio. Indiana scored 100 points for the second straight game, something they hadn't done since 2016.
They just go out and play, and they take what the defense gives them. And I thought again tonight, 23 assists to 7 turnovers was really good. And I think that's why you get shooting percentages you get, because we're getting the right type of shots.
That's IU head coach Darren DeVries. And Indiana takes on Incarnate Word on Sunday. Second-ranked Purdue on the road tonight to face 8th-ranked Alabama. Both teams 2-0. Tip-off at 7. And the Indiana Pacers look to snap a 5-game losing streak in Phoenix tonight. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com.
Neighborhoods are popping up everywhere, but if you want something different than what you're currently seeing, Joyner Homes, based out of Greenfield, can build you a unique custom home on your own private lot or anywhere you can bring your own builder. They've built hundreds of homes across central Indiana. Visit Joyner Homes Model Homes or go to joynerhomes.com to see floor plans and pricing and more. With Joyner Homes, you can even start from scratch if you want. Check out their 5-star Google reviews and visit joynerhomes.com.
What's Jeff Saturday up to these days?
Retiring from football means a lot of things for a guy like me. It means more time to pick up some hobbies, like baking, puzzles, and some gardening. It also means pinching pennies. And that's why I look for unclaimed property at indianaunclaimed.gov. Look, it's your money, and they want you to have it. So check indianaunclaimed.gov or text Jeff to 46220 and search now.
Hi, I'm Scott Wilson, third-generation owner of Wilson Farm Market, just 15 minutes north of 465 on 31. If you are looking for your source of homegrown, locally made, know where your food's coming from, we are your spot. We have hand-dipped ice cream, 130 different kinds of cheese. We fry chicken, just a little bit of everything, a foodie's heaven. Wilson Farm Market, where good taste runs in the family. Just 15 minutes north of 465, right on US 31.
BMW, Mercedes-Benz, VW, Audi, Mini, Porsche. Names that mean quality, performance, and usually a dreadful service experience. You know you can't take your car just anywhere, but you may not know you can get the same quality service and parts without going to a dealership. Enter Auto House Merkel. Everything from routine service to performance tuning is handled with care by technicians who specialize in German vehicles, using only OEM parts or equivalent at a lower cost and less hassle than the dealership. Book service now at autohousemerkel.com.
Garage door problems? Call today for service today. Garage Doors of Indianapolis services all makes of garage doors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call today for service today. 875-4577. Call today for service today. Get it fixed right now. Call Garage Doors of Indianapolis at 875-4577 or visit doorstoday.com.
In the morning, call 875-4577.
Service today?
Today.
Trust our family to take care of your family. Call us today for our family maintenance plan at 317-577-8077.
Family Heating and Air is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Closing time.
It was the Wall Street Journal, and so that's what I'll say, discussing the ever-increasing prices of streaming services. This seems to be an ongoing conversation in America. If you take a look from 2019 and you take a look to now and what has gone up in price, HBO Max is up 23%, Netflix is up 38%, Paramount is up 40%, and Hulu is up 58%. Peacock is up 120%, Apple 160%, and Disney Plus 172%. Now, it's very possible that these services also launched with a very, very, very low price, and so now they came up to a more standardized price in today's world. So if you take a look at HBO Max, they're now, for their premium service, $22.99, not so far off from Netflix, which is $24.99, but just different percentages. That said, if you had all of these services, just like the basic services, I'll do the math right here for you. So you'd have $12.99 over there. Then you'd have $8.99 over there, but no one actually gets it that way. Then you'd have $7.99 over there, and people pay more, and $11.99, but who's going to watch the ads? And then $10.99, as if somehow we don't know it's $11. And there's another $11.99, and then there's a $7.99. $72.93 if you have the basic level on any of these streaming services, if you have them all. And you know that you have them all, and you know you don't pay the basics. You don't pay for that basic level. You pay for the premium and the ad-free, unless it's this kind of content or that kind of content, in which case you're still taking the ads. There has to come a moment where it gives, right? Or are we so decidedly staying at home at all times and in all ways that this is our entertainment, we don't need to spend it on other things, and sorry, restaurant, sorry, going to a movie in a theater. Sorry, other activities. No. We spend our money here. Or is it? Are we left with the idea that somehow we deserve these services, and we pay for them all, and we still spend the money on all the other things? Not sure. What I know is I cannot believe that this can last. That it's all the services. 7 different services, and possibly more that I haven't added in here. 7. Might as well have cable again. Right? Tony Katz, 93, WIBC. Good morning.
It's the vote to set up the vote to reopen the government.
93 WIBC.
That bill will keep the government operating through January.
What happens next?
I agree. We're getting some of the subsidies to see if we can't get those premiums down.
Happens here.
The Supreme Court extended an order blocking full SNAP payments.
Stay in the know.
2 women have protective orders against former Belzer Middle School principal Victor Bush.
While you're on the go.
Another lottery fortune is building to nearly $1 billion.
On air, online, and on Alexa.
WIBC cares, and if you or someone you care about needs food assistance, we have resources for you, including food distribution locations with an interactive map. Also, learn how you can make a difference for friends and neighbors in need, all at WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel here for Window Nation. You want your home to be comfortable year-round, your family protect, and an investment that you can feel great about for years. Now, during Window Nation's end of the year sale this November, you could save big on windows to do just that. You'll save 50% off all window styles. Plus, you can get 0% financing for 5 years. And your total price even includes Window Nation's professional one-day installation.
Window Nation has an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, And if you prefer to hear what other customers have to say about Window Nation, check out the over 45,000 5-star customer reviews. Put an end to your window problems right now. Don't wait. Window Nation's end of the year sale. It's your chance to save big with 50% off all window styles, 0% financing for 5 years. Sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com to get started. That's windownation.com.
Traffic on the 5s, Matt Bear. What in the world is going on with you?
All right, Tony, we're checking out westbound 70. That crash has cleared the scene. It was a semi slide off, and they shut down the interstate just for a minute so they could get the semi out of the ditch, and they have done just that. And now all lanes have reopened westbound 70. A few miles before State Road 9. Greenfield, there's still a backup, but hopefully that'll start to relieve as we progress through the morning here. Now in Boone County, northbound 65, this is a semi-break fire approaching the Lebanon exit 138, and 2 right lanes are blocked. Traffic is jammed up back to State Road 267. Indianapolis Road might be a better option, and that starts with Lafayette Road, Indianapolis. So if you're going northbound 65, getting 2 right lanes blocked well after State Road 267. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualified purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to drexelin.com for details. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:46.
We know that around the holidays, things don't always go as planned. That's why Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles. So make memories this season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Over 2,000 to choose from. And buy with 0 down. Yes, 0 down delivers. Every Hubler Q certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. It includes a 128-point vehicle inspection, plus a free Carfax history report. Plus, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. No matter where your plans take you, spread cheer all season long, knowing Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles. Happy holidays, Indiana. Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations. Select models, approved credit, warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $700 plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Head online to the contest page at WIBC.com and enter for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Trans-Siberian Orchestra Thursday, December 4th at Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
Well, here's the key thing is all of those emails that came out today, they came from the Epstein estate. So all this battle over releasing the so-called Epstein files from the Justice Department, this was an additional batch of documents. So
this is something we didn't expect.
Yeah, and by the way, we've seen a lot of Epstein stuff over the years through the various criminal cases. These were all new. And, I mean, they raised so many more questions. Who was the dog that didn't bark? I mean, I guess it was Trump. What does that mean exactly? I mean, and, you know, clearly shows that there was much more of an awareness on, or it seems to suggest, I should say, more of an awareness on Trump's part of what was going on.
Right. No, it doesn't. Jonathan Karl, and dear Lord, ABC is desperate to get sued again. It boggles the mind. It boggles the mind that we, in the conversation about Epstein, aren't actually interested at all in finding out what happened, in finding out who was abusing children, and bringing these people to justice. What you have is only the desire to figure out how politically it can be used against Donald Trump, and then you care about it. Cannot be said enough how evil and how ugly and how despicable this all is. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. This was Ben Ferguson on CNN.
No one cares about the victims. The whole exercise.
The Democratic Party did not care about Jeffrey Epstein until it was politically expedient to go after Donald Trump. That's why we started the show. The government just got unshut down, and we're like, Jeffrey Epstein.
Wait a minute. You can say it over and over again. That's a crazy, absurd talking point.
It's factual. Keep saying it, Ben. We are. This all is about a story that broke yesterday. The story that broke yesterday was that there are new emails, and the emails have Jeffrey Epstein asking about Donald Trump. The email itself, I'm staring at it right here, allegedly, from Jeffrey Epstein to Ghislaine Maxwell. You know, the one who's in jail for helping coordinate young women so Jeffrey Epstein and his friends could sexually abuse them and traffic them. I want you to realize, he wrote, that the dog that hasn't barked yet is Trump. And then it says victim. The name of the victim has been redacted in this email. The redacted victim, quote, spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned, police chief, etc. I'm 75% there. To which Maxwell responded, I have been thinking about that. I'm not sure what any of that is supposed to mean in terms of I'm 75% there. The redacted victim is named Virginia Giuffre. I hope I'm pronouncing her last name correctly. Giuffre. She has since passed away, but she is the one in those photos with the former Prince Andrew. He's had his titles removed. She was abused, and she has written about this. And what she has written is that she was never, ever in a place with Donald Trump where he acted inappropriately. She never saw Trump and Epstein together. She was never at Epstein's house with Donald Trump. In her writings and statements while she was alive, Trump never came up, and to an extent one could argue, exonerated from having committed any type of crime. Now, never mind that I don't think that this is Trump's kind of venue. It doesn't seem to match his MO. I wouldn't care about what position he holds, his last name, his kids, anybody, and like anybody else. You abuse children, you go to jail. I don't care about your money. I don't care about your daddy. I don't care about anything. This name, Virginia Giuffre, was redacted so it would look like this was a more scandalous email than it was, because we already have the record regarding Giuffre's own testimony. I call for the release of the Epstein files. I have for producer Carl. What's today? Today is Thursday.
Yes.
So 9 million years I've been calling for the release of the Epstein files. But there is no doubt that the left is only interested in these things if they can hurt Trump. They don't actually care what children were hurt. It's like Representative Ocasio-Cortez on the border. Since she doesn't show up to the border and doesn't have concern about it during the Biden administration, she doesn't care if black and brown children get hurt or killed. The political left wants to scream that Trump is starving children, but they want to keep the shutdown going, which is now over, by the way. It was signed yesterday by President Trump. They don't care if children starve. And in this case, unless they can somehow hurt Donald Trump, they don't care if children were abused. I think we should care if children were abused. And I will say that to any Democrat anywhere at any time. These are the facts. This is your story. Don't get upset with me for noticing. Don't get upset with us on November 3rd, 2026, when we don't vote for you. That's the midterms, people. Write it down. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
Southbound 6570 jam, north split down to Washington Street. Because of construction that started yesterday morning, 6570 reduced to one lane in part from the north split to the south split, and that's going on through the rest of the week and into the weekend. Now, northbound 65 approaching the Lebanon exit 138. We have a semi-fire, brake fire. Fire is out. 2 right lanes blocked, backed up to 267 for a 33-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
I'm with Applied Innovation customer David Band, Vice President of Communications for Volunteers of America, an organization that supports veterans, seniors, and families with affordable housing.
We rely on Applied Innovation for a multitude of services, from IT support through our multifunctional devices. These devices are supremely important to our innovation and our ability to serve our clients.
Applied Innovation's culture means being involved in their local communities.
The Applied Innovation staff is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, whether they are supporting our mission, supporting our events, or helping us with what we need. It's not often we can find an organization that quote-unquote just gets it.
The benefit of Applied Innovation support?
Bottom line benefit is I can get out there, I can engage with the community and help spread the mission and help people that need our services, veterans, seniors, and families.
Looking for a company that simply gets it? Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedyinnovation.com. Applied Innovation, office technology made simple from a partner you can trust.
Listen, were you forced into getting a solar contract and now you just don't want it anymore? Maybe the solar company misled you. Or is your solar contract buried with hidden fees? Are you not saving the amount of money you thought you would on your energy costs? Don't worry. At the Solar Exit Hotline, we can help you cancel your solar contract, even if the panels are already installed. Our experienced legal team will review your contract and help you cancel it, possibly saving you thousands of dollars. You got to call right now for complete details. So listen, if you're not happy with your solar contract for any reason, we are here to help you cancel it. Call the Solar Exit Hotline now for immediate options to help you exit your solar contract. This call is 100% free.
800-798-9512. 800-798-9512. 800-798-9512. That's 800-798-9512.
Guy Relford here. Time again for the Indy 1500 Gun and Knife Show this coming weekend at the State Fairgrounds, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's never been a more important time to exercise our rights as true Americans. It's the Indy 1500 Gun and Knife Show. See the best in sporting, hunting, and personal protection gear, plus great displays of Americana. Come see us this weekend at the Indy 1500 Gun and Knife Show, Friday 2 to 7, Saturday 9 to 6, and Sunday 9 to 4. It's the Indy 1500 Gun and Knife Show. See you there.
Right now at Tom Roush Lincoln, get a 2025 Lincoln Corsair for $4,000 off plus 0% APR. 2025 Lincoln Aviator from $5,000 off plus 0%. Or 2025 Lincoln Nautilus for $4,500 off, also 0% APR. So come get that new Lincoln at Tom Roush Lincoln in Fisher.
Corsair MSRP $51,720. Aviator MSRP $72,225. Nautilus MSRP $71,060. 0% APR for 48 months on qualifying Lincolns. Good through 12/1/2025. Subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recyclers Studios, why people gathered at a memorial in Muncie last night, what prosecutors are saying about a Missouri man accused of killing a Hoosier cop, and why the Secretary of War was in Fort Wayne. Those stories coming up after Fox News from the Technology Recyclers Studios. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis. It is 7 o'clock.
This is a Fox News alert. The government is back open. I'm Dave Anthony. Right after the House joined the Senate approving funding for the government, President Trump signed it last night, ending the longest ever shutdown. He blames Democrats for.
We're sending a clear message that we will never give in to extortion, because that's what it was.
The bill funds the government through January 30th and SNAP food assistance through September. Fox's Mark Meredith is at the Capitol.
6 Democratic House members voting with the majority of the Republican caucus to reopen the government. Many Democrats are still furious with a handful of their Senate colleagues who voted to end the shutdown despite not getting anything for their biggest demand, which was more money to help cover Obamacare insurance plans.
Democrats keep pushing to extend expiring Obamacare tax credits, which will have millions of Americans paying more next year. GOP Congresswoman Laurel Lee tells Fox.
Republicans are committed to driving down the cost of premiums, to making health care affordable, quality coverage.
Travel is still affected, even though air traffic controllers will get paid. Almost 1,000 flights canceled again today, nearly 500 delayed. But Fox Business Network's Grady Trimble at Reagan National Airport near D.C. says that is going to get better.
Even just the hope of the government reopening improved staffing levels at air traffic control facilities across the country compared to the previous few days.
A new Democrat joined her party, voting no on funding, after Congresswoman Adelita Grijalva was finally sworn in, something the shutdown delayed. She had won a special election September 23rd in Arizona to replace her late father, Raul, who died in March.
I will sign the discharge petition right now to release the Epstein files.
Now, the House will vote on that next week in the search for more information and clients in the late Jeffrey Epstein's underage girl sex trafficking scheme. Lawmakers have released more documents. President Trump keeps calling it a hoax, and White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says
Jeffrey Epstein was a member at Mar-a-Lago until President Trump kicked him out because Jeffrey Epstein was a pedophile and he was a creep.
America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
He died doing what he loved. Nothing on radar. 35 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 57 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:02. Last night in Muncie, people came together to remember Delaware County Sheriff's Deputy Blake Reynolds, who was killed while helping somebody who was stranded along I-69 yesterday.
This is his dream job. This is what he wanted to do. He wanted to protect and serve, and he did exactly what he wanted to do his life.
Renee Pierce, speaking with Wish TV, visited the memorial in Muncie and laid flowers for him with her husband. Reynolds had worked at Helping Hands and spent time with their autistic twins, leaving a lasting legacy with the family. It is day number 2 in the trial of a Missouri man accused of killing an Indiana state trooper. Here's Jarrett Lewis.
20-year-old Eddie Jones from southeast Missouri is charged with murder, resisting law enforcement, and auto theft in the killing of Trooper Aaron Smith in the summer of 2023. State police say Jones was leading troopers on a high-speed chase through southwest Indianapolis when he hit Trooper Smith as he was trying to lay down stop strips on a road just north of the Indianapolis International Airport. An INDOT video shows the suspect vehicle steer towards Smith and hit him. He died from his injuries. The trial against Jones began Wednesday morning and could last up to 8 days. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
After 43 days, the government shutdown is over. It ended with Indiana's delegation with strong feelings about it. Jim Baird and Aaron Houchin blaming Democrats, and Marlon Stutzman called it the Schumer shutdown. 2 Democrats, including Frank Mervan, opposed the deal, citing concerns over health care and veterans funding. Dozens of Hamilton County teachers walked out of a school board meeting last night after being told they couldn't talk about pay. More than 100 people, teachers and supporters, had shown up to raise concerns about contracts, but when the board said the issue wasn't on the agenda, the group walked out and held their own meeting outside in a parking lot. Republican Senator Jim Banks brought the 4th annual Northeast Indiana Defense Summit to Fort Wayne Wednesday. Here's Jake McDaniel.
Secretary of War Pete Hegseth praised the region's role, talking about the administration's America First strategy and the military's renewed focus. He also defended the decision to rename the Department of Defense.
And that's why we returned the name, restored the name of the Department of Defense to the Department of War for clarity, not because we want war, but because we must be fully prepared to wage it.
Hegseth added that President Trump has injected good old-fashioned Indiana common sense back to the Pentagon's approach. Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The IU men's basketball team is undefeated after beating their opponents 101-70 last night.
I didn't think we were as hooked up as we typically are, especially defensively. I thought the guys after halftime, though, did a much better job. I thought we were way more aggressive and we were able to disrupt them a lot more.
And they beat Milwaukee. That's head coach Darren DeVries, and Lamar Wilkerson scored 24 points for the Hoosiers. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 7:05, traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
It's happening, Ryan. Welcome back, man. Looking at northbound 65 in Boone County. And this is a semi-fire. The fire is out before Indianapolis Avenue. It was 11 and eggs at 138, okay? Just a couple of miles before that. And 2 right lanes are blocked. Traffic is jammed. 2 State Road 267, delay time of 36 minutes to make it through this stretch in Boone County on northbound 65. Now, inbound 70 from the east side slows after rural into the north split, and that turns into southbound 65-70, which is stop and go north split to Washington Street. Those delays because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance, insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs for protection on the road and on the water. See how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Sorry, I was about to say 4 things at once, and you can't do that when you're a radio professional. Thank goodness I'm me. Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What's going on?
Hey, good morning. We're going to look for mostly sunny skies throughout the day today. Not going to be as windy. I will see a high temperature a little bit warmer than yesterday, near 57. Tonight, 37, partly cloudy skies. And a fantastic Friday, lots of sunshine with highs near 61. On Saturday, I think we'll see more cloud cover, but it's going to be breezy and mild. High temperature Saturday near 70, and then back into the 50s, which is near normal for Sunday and into next week.
Wow, it was quick.
I know. There was your winter.
You're out.
That's it.
Okay. Wow. Nothing else to add? Nothing else to offer?
Well, it's going to be nice. It's going to be 70 on Saturday. Is everybody loving that?
Everyone's loving it. Isn't Turkey Fest this Saturday over there at Sullivan Hardware and Garden?
I do not know. I didn't know of a Turkey Fest. What do they do? Do they sell turkeys?
Okay. So.
Gobble.
I'm going to isolate that one.
Thank you, Carl.
Oh, great. Ah!
I didn't even have to say anything. Everybody knows that is happening. Do you do any other foul impressions?
No, but that's good.
No, I meant foul like turkeys or chickens. Oh, you meant foul
yes,
like F-O-U.
I know.
Get it.
I got it. That was funny.
Okay, let me try and explain what's going on here. Pat Sullivan Hardware and Garden, where I think still to this day they sell no menorahs. They do quite literally some of the best food festivals I have ever witnessed. They do Egg Fest, where everything is made on the big green egg, and it's tremendous.
That's cool.
They do
better
Slaw
than eating
Fest.
eggs. Okay.
No, it's not eggs. It's all different kinds of foods. And they do Slaw Fest, which is a festival of coleslaw, which is actually incredible. Someone last year made a red cabbage cake, like a carrot cake. And we stole the recipe. It's ridiculous. And you're like, Tony, you're so granola. It's excellent. It's terrific. They do the Taste of Taters. All right, a whole thing about potatoes. They do some other thing. They do it beautifully. They do it brilliantly. It's really well done. So Turkey Fest is like Egg Fest, where it's turkey made in all different ways. On the Big Green Egg, on the Traegers, trash can turkey, all of it. I will be there, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Because there's turkey. And since I don't really put it on my Thanksgiving table, I might as well get it somehow.
Well, yeah.
You should come up. It's there at the Keystone location.
I will see. I will see here. I will add it to my calendar.
It's incredible. It's incredible. They do an incredible job. It's crazy. And then Pat Sullivan will be out there, and then Denny Smith will be out there, and then their gang of miscreants and misfits and people who probably are on some kind of house arrest. They get like 3 hours out, and so they go do the show over there. They'll all be there.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's hard to believe it's actually a radio show. When I think about all the rules I have to follow, and then they show up, they're like, whatever. Whatever, Katz, you're 6 hours a day. We'll do 4 hours a week. We'll show you how it's done. It's something else. And they're so jealous and bitter. But aside from that, it's really a wonderful time.
Huh. All right.
Yeah.
I'm looking at, wow.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah. And then do not forget to put down January 24th, because tickets are, I'm telling you right now, tickets are going on sale next week. I'm making the announcement next week, whether anybody at WIBC likes it or not. January 24th, save the date. And get your dancing shoes on. Okay, they don't have to be dancing shoes, but they do have to be dress shoes. Okay. Cowboy boots are welcome. It's going to be so good.
Okay.
So good. All right, I'm going to go back to work now.
All right, have a great day. Oh, great. Thank you, Carl.
Yes. Thank you, Carl, who insured his job for another month. Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist, thank you. 34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:11.
Gobble, 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 gobble.
Love this show. I love you. Thank you for being a part of it. Honestly, this is what I get to do. Play it, Carl. Go ahead.
Gobble, 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 gobble.
Marconi, here I come. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. So, interesting story. It's a twofer. One was sent to me by our program director, David Wood. And if you don't get the full story, you'll miss the nuance here. Mesh on Mass is closing. And you would think, oh my gosh, this is Cunningham Restaurant Group, which has been a massive success. And Mesh is an excellent restaurant. It has been years since I've been there, true. Mesh is terrific. And you're like, that's closing. This is a problem. The lease came to an end. They're selling the building. They couldn't work out a new deal. They have to close it down. That's different than whether or not the scene is supporting it and whether or not they're doing well. As far as I can tell, there's no issue here. They have 45 restaurants, Indiana, Kentucky, and Ohio. Good on them. Thrilled for them. And I'm sorry that Mesh is coming to a close. It was really well done. Solid concept, really, truly enjoyable. And maybe they'll bring it back somewhere else, or maybe it's like, okay, that's done, and now we'll create other opportunities. And then you have the story about Jack's Donuts. This has been just an absolute disaster, where Jack's moving stores into this commissary model, where they said, don't bother opening a kitchen of your own. We'll simply deliver the donuts to you every day. And then the commissary wasn't working. They couldn't deliver the donuts. Then there were people who were upset. Then there were issues of lawsuits. And now they have filed bankruptcy. And now, in addition to the bankruptcy, it's not about a reorg. They're selling the assets. IBJ with the story, Susan Orr reporting that they're selling the assets to a group that is connected to a Toronto-based wholesale bakery. And they're selling everything. I don't know if they're going to keep the name or not, but it seems like it's the end of Jack's Donuts. Two different stories there that you just got to read a little bit deeper into. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
So the weather is finally starting to cool down. Make sure you and your family are prepared with AAA Hoosier Motor Club memberships. Whether it's a flat tire, dead battery, running out of gas, locking your keys in the car, AAA has your back. Anytime, anywhere, 24/7, 365. And it's not just roadside assistance. AAA members enjoy exclusive perks at local favorites like Ruoff Music Center, the Indianapolis Zoo, Symphony on the Prairie, and more. You also get free travel planning and discounts on hotels and rental cars. It practically pays for itself. So if you're looking for that peace of mind on the road and more money in your wallet, do yourself a favor and visit AAA today. Get your AAA membership at AAA.com or call 844-GO-AAA-GO or visit your local AAA office. And don't forget to ask about their competitive insurance rates, auto, home, life, and more, because you don't have to be stranded on the side of the road to get help from AAA.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what are you looking at?
We're in Boone County with this semi-fire. It's northbound 65 between State Road 267 and Lebanon exit 138. And right now the right lane is blocked. It was a semi-break fire. The fire is out. People are dumping off at State Road 267, so we have a delay before that. And then another delay on northbound 65 as we approach the semi-fire. So a couple of slowdowns as you make your way up to Lebanon, Chicago, wherever you might be going this morning on I-65. Inbound 70 slows Rural Street to the North Split, and then continuing on southbound 6570 down to Washington Street. That's a construction delay. Inbound 69 delayed 3 minutes, 106th Street to 82nd. Traffic sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance, insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs for protection on the road and on the water. See how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and progressive.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:16.
You get up early on snow days because snowed in is not an option. The Kubota Snow lineup of compact tractors, RTVs, and versatile attachments are built to thrive in the winter. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $5,250. Now through December 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Stop by McAllister Machinery in Indianapolis to see their full line of Kubota or visit them online at McAllisterKubota.com.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed. From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love, guaranteed to fit every time. eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Are you ready to build your custom dream home? Joiner Homes is ready to make your dream come true. Over 18 years, Joiner Homes, based out of Greenfield, have built hundreds of homes in central Indiana. And the best place to start is JoinerHomes.com. That's where you'll find pricing, photos of completed Joiner homes to inspire you, available home sites, and info on where you can visit their model homes, and a lot more. Be sure to check out Joiner Homes' 5-star Google reviews. Get started today at JoinerHomes.com.
This hour powered by Family Heating and Air, your American Standard Air dealer. Nobody cares for you like family.
Gearing up for the popcorn moment. Brought to you by Boer, B-O-O-H-E-R, BoerRemodeling.com. Your kitchen, your bathroom, your basement. Boer Remodeling is the only call for over 2 decades, taking care of Central Indiana and doing it very, very, very very well. Your bathroom is especially one of those places that you often don't think about, hey, how can we make this work for us? It should be, because this is about value. How you wake up in the morning, how you go to bed at night. If you wake up, walk into that master bath and realize the tile's coming up and this is so old and this doesn't work anymore and these cabinets, a bad mood for the day. Doesn't make any sense. You want to end the day. You want to relax. You want to get yourself into a happy spot, and then you walk to that bathroom and you're like, gosh, this is gross. That's no way to live, people. Talk to Booer today about that bathroom, about turning it into something that actually works for you, that has the storage space for you, that has the configuration that works for you. And it doesn't have to look like every other master bath. It has to look like yours. What works for you? What works for your family? Talk to Booer today. Their 5-step design process, from the consultation to that final bit of construction, means you know what's happening every step of the way. No stress. And they back it all up. They stand behind their work with a 2-year workmanship guarantee. Booer Remodeling, 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Booer Remodeling, 852-5546, or online at Booer. BOOHER. BooerRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go. It's a story you need to hear to believe. Then grab your popcorn, because there is more. Yes, the shutdown is over. What was it, 43 days of absolute nonsense, of unnecessary shutdown, of children not being fed, of people not being paid, and Democrats wanted it to continue, by the way. Oh, they tried some last-minute antics there. Did Hakeem Jeffries. They tried all the last-minute shenanigans about extending subsidies for the Affordable Care Act, which clearly isn't affordable. I would share with you the audio of Hakeem Jeffries calling it the Republican healthcare crisis, but that's just boring and nonsense and garbage, and I don't think it needs to be shared. He said it. I don't need to share the audio. But you know he said it, so we can just move on from there. But this was a take. John Carl from ABC on with Stephen Colbert, because where else is he going to go? And this is his take on the shutdown. Now, John Carl, I believe for a while, led the White House Correspondents Association. John Carl, a journalist. I mean, I would like for that to be the case. But with stuff like this, I now have to look at it suspect, and people can disagree with me. Listen.
Democratic senators are dealing with the fallout of having voted with Republicans to end the shutdown. Have you... It doesn't help now, but thank you.
So first things first. There's the audience saying it was wrong to end the shutdown. They wanted air traffic controllers not to get paid. They wanted kids not to get fed. That's the Colbert audience. I'm utilizing their words against them. I will not let anybody get angry with me. That's their problem. Maybe they shouldn't have been so cavalier saying that Donald Trump was going to let kids starve. They did this. They opened it up. I say they're the ones who have to deal with it. Now, if you don't understand what I'm saying, allow me to try and make it easier for you.
They bought their tickets. They knew what they were getting into. I say, let them crash.
Glad we hugged it out. Continue, won't you?
Have you talked with any of these 8 senators?
Yeah, I have, and I've also talked to senators who were against this and wanted to continue the fight and wanted to continue the shutdown and to force the Republicans to give in on health care.
Which was the stated goal by Chuck Schumer and others.
Yeah, like, we're not going to back down. We're going to insist on this.
We have to make sure that we get the ACA subsidies.
Yeah, and then ultimately came. But I got to tell you, my conversations with senators who were technically opposed to this, Democrats, were actually happy to see this end. I mean, the shutdown had gone on for 43 days. They elevated this issue of the fact that for 20+ million Americans, health insurance premiums are going to skyrocket on January 1st. And the Republicans showed no signs of giving in on this at all. Airports were ground to a halt. People were about to lose their food stamp benefits. And I think there was a feeling like, you know, we've elevated the issue and it's time to move on.
That's a lie, John Carl. You're lying right there. It's a lie, and you're a liar, and ABC has hired a liar who lies on air. I want to make sure I was clear about the liar and the lying in John Carl. Democrats don't feel like they elevated the issue and it was time to let it go. Your words said they wanted it to continue. Their words are they wanted it to continue. And there is now a concerted effort among some Democrats to push Chuck Schumer out of his leadership role. Do you think that's because everything went well and they elevated the issue and now it was time for everything to end and the shutdown to end? No. They're infuriated with the 8 Democrats and the 7 Democrats and 1 independent who came over and voted with the Republicans. They were fighting it in the House of Representatives. There are 6 Democrats who came over to vote with the Republicans. 2 Republicans voted with the Democrats. Thomas Massie was one of them. Representative Stubbe out of Florida was the other. They didn't want this to end. The Democrats didn't want this to end. And everybody who just booed, they were in favor of this continuing. John Carl is lying. John Carl is a liar. In his own words, he admits that he's lying. They wanted it to continue. And to Indiana Democrats, let me just be clear. All politics is about power. Now you say to me, it shouldn't be, or say to me, how dare you? You say to me, it's not true. Whoa, 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 whoa. Democrats didn't want to feed children so they could do something else. And they wanted to utilize the shutdown and in a position of power in order to get the Republicans to do what they wanted to do. If Republicans in Indiana don't redistrict, they're out of their holy damn minds. There is no argument against that I have found to be worthy. And I know there are people against, and, well, I think they're wrong. And I'm going to continue to make my argument. Democrats have no issue with the discussion of power and the utilization of power. Yet when Republicans want to utilize power, then it's the end of the world. I say, nah. Use the power. And if people don't like it, they'll vote you out. Now, if you say to me, well, I don't want to get voted out. I'm scared. I'm not going to do anything. Well, we're going to vote you out for that, too. So, I think that you should just stand up and do. Now, if you don't want to, you come out and say, I don't want to, and deal with the consequences of that. And it might work, and there might be consequences, might not. I don't know. Right? But if you don't understand what the left is doing regarding power, it's an unserious play. Oh, none of these Republicans deserve our vote. That is so not an argument as to be laughable. It's not an argument. It is childlike pablum. We live in the real world. Sometimes you got to do things you don't like with people you don't like. I agree. And sometimes you got to stand up. And I think this is one of those times for both. John Carl lied. Now you know. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matt?
Inbound 69, 7-minute delay, 116th Street, 282nd. Westbound 70, stop and go from Sherman Drive into the north split and continues to be delayed on southbound 6570 down to Washington Street. That's because of construction that started yesterday morning on 6570. It should be done very early Monday morning. Boone County, northbound 65, a couple of miles before Lebanon exit 138. This is a semi-fire blocking the right lane. The fire is out. It was a brake fire, and traffic is stop and go back to State Road 267 for an 11-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hammer and Nigel show back at it this afternoon. We're going to go off the rails with Rob Kendall, the crazy coupon lady with a Thanksgiving savings plan for you and a lot of laughs.
JMV here. It's the most wonderful time of the year at Miss M's Home and Garden. Join them Saturday, November 22nd and Sunday, November 23rd for their annual holiday open house. Stroll through the garden shop to shop the festive decor, enjoy food samples, and sign up for giveaways and door prizes with your purchase. Fresh cut trees, greenery, wreaths, porch pots, and more will fill the greenhouse. Bring your family and friends to enjoy the festivities. Miss M's is located on State Road 135 south of Whiteland Road in Bargersville.
BMW, Mercedes-Benz, VW, Audi, Mini, Porsche. Names that mean quality, performance, and usually a dreadful service experience. You know you can't take your car just anywhere, but you may not know you can get the same quality service and parts without going to a dealership. Enter Auto House Merkel. Everything from routine service to performance tuning is handled with care by technicians who specialize in German vehicles, using only OEM parts or equivalent at a lower cost and less hassle than the dealership. Book service now at AutoHouseMerkel.com.
Neighbors you know are talking about Galaxy concrete coatings and their transformation, like Rosemary.
I heard about Galaxy through social media as well as on the radio. I wanted to have Galaxy come out and redo my back patio. It runs the full length of the back of the house.
Galaxy concrete coatings is not epoxy, it's 4 times stronger.
Galaxy was great. They were very thorough. They were very clean, very efficient. They cleaned up after themselves. I was very impressed with the crew.
Commercial or residential, Galaxy transforms pools, patios, garage floors, driveways, and more. And also, it comes with a lifetime warranty.
The reason I chose Galaxy is because of the durability. We've got pets, and so sometimes they do have accidents. It's very easy to just hose off. My neighbors have come over, and every single one of them have said it's beautiful.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook. Galaxy Concrete Coatings. We are out of this world.
Hey, this is Spencer Thompson at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Since 1927, we've delivered your furniture and mattresses for free, and today we still deliver to you for free. Within 75 miles of our store, we save you up to $300 when compared to other furniture stores. Plus, we guarantee you the lowest price on the best quality furniture and mattresses. Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus delivers to you for free.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
The shutdown is done, but the arguments go on. Nothing on radar, 35 degrees on Monument Circle, going up to 57 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:31. After 43 days, the government has officially reopened, with the House voting last night to end the longest shutdown in U.S. history.
Overnight, we saw 6 Democratic House members joining most of the Republican caucus to vote in favor of passing a Senate package which reopens the government and funds some departments like USDA and military construction for several more months. Many Democrats, though, are still furious with a handful of their Senate colleagues who voted to end the shutdown despite not getting their biggest demand, which was more money to help cover Obamacare insurance plans. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries insisting voters will appreciate their efforts to put health care front and center.
That's Fox's Mark Meredith reporting from Capitol Hill. Hoosier political leaders voted along party lines to end the shutdown. Republican Congresswoman Lauren Boebert of Colorado is joining Democrats in forcing a House vote to release the Epstein files. Yesterday, Boebert kept her signature on a petition demanding the full release of those files. The Trump administration is countering claims that the president's cost-cutting measures don't go far enough.
Administration officials argue the president's economic agenda is making life more affordable.
President Trump has already made great progress in cleaning up the economic disaster that was created by Joe Biden.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt points to rising wages, falling mortgage costs, and pricing agreements with drug companies.
All of these pro-Trump policies are working, and they will continue to work.
But coming out of the government shutdown, a growing number of Americans are dissatisfied, a new Associated Press poll finds.
That's Fox's Jared Halpern reporting. The U.S. Mint has struck its final penny, closing a chapter that began in 1793. President Trump announced the coin's retirement in February, pointing to the high production costs. It costs about 4 cents to produce 1 penny. A beloved Greek classic is also the nation's most mispronounced word, according to unscrambler.com. Gyro tops the list, with about 312,000 people Googling it how to say it correctly. After 15 years of service, a restaurant is set to close this coming January. Here's Jake McDaniel.
It's called Mesh. It's on Mass Avenue in downtown Indianapolis. A restaurant group says the building's owner has put the property up for sale. The restaurant served brunch during the weekends and was best known for their Amish chicken, fried chicken and waffles, and scallops. Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And sports on WIBC, the IU men's basketball team scored 100 points again last night, cruising to a 101-70 win over Milwaukee in Bloomington. Hoosier guard Tayton Connerway scored 21 points and said the team still needs to tighten up on defense.
I mean, it looked good every now and then, but I feel like our defense kind of leads into our offense. So the more we can get them from not getting them second chance, some offensive rebounds, which is probably something that we're going to work a lot on in practice this week. As long as we can get them shots limited to one shot, we can get out in the break and get a couple more points up there.
And Connerway led the team with 6 assists, helping IU rack up 23 total. It's the third straight game with at least 20 team assists. Next up, Incarnate Word on Sunday. Second-ranked Purdue is the underdog tonight as it heads to play 8th-ranked Alabama. Both teams are 2-0. Tip-off at 7. College football hits week number 12. Second-ranked IU 10-0. Hosts Wisconsin. 9th-ranked Notre Dame plays Pittsburgh at the same time. Hannah Hidalgo set an NCAA record with 16 steals, and Notre Dame beat Akron 85-58, and the Indiana Pacers are in Phoenix tonight. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 7:35. Traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Bear.
6-minute delay on inbound. 9-minute delay now on inbound 69. Just changed. 116th Street, 282nd. Inbound 65. Stop and go traffic. 38th Guy down to 38th Kessler. That east-west stretch of 65 heading towards downtown. Westbound 70. Stop and go Emerson Avenue into the north split. That stretch is delayed 7 minutes. And then if you exit southbound 6570, stop and go north split to Washington Street because of construction. Westbound 70 coming in from Hancock County slows German Church Road to Post Road, and that's traffic left over from an earlier closure that has cleared. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors. And get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
34 degrees. Still 34 degrees? Let's just say that it is. 34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:36.
Hi, I'm Scott Wilson, third-generation owner of Wilson Farm Market, just 15 minutes north of 465 on 31. If you are looking for your source of homegrown, locally made, know where your food's coming from, we are your spot. We have hand-dipped ice cream, 130 different kinds of cheese. We fry chicken, just a little bit of everything, a foodie's heaven. Wilson Farm Market, where good taste runs in the family. Just 15 minutes north of 465, right on US 31.
What's Jeff Saturday up to these days?
Retiring from football means a lot of things for a guy like me. It means more time to pick up some hobbies, like baking, puzzles, and some gardening. It also means pinching pennies. And that's why I look for unclaimed property at indianaunclaimed.gov. Look, it's your money, and they want you to have it. So check indianaunclaimed.gov or text Jeff to 46220 and search now.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $349 per month. Or a new 2026 Corolla, $219 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license, 249 dealer doc, 36 months RAV4 model 4432, 39 months Corolla model 1852, 2999 due, 0 security, 10,000 annual miles, 15 cents per mile thereafter, expires 11/30.
Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15. Go to DrexelIN.com for details.
Heating and air conditioning can be the largest investment you make in your home. Here at Family, we pride ourselves in offering many flexible options.
Family Heating and Air is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Whenever I'm out wandering, chasing a rainbow dream. I often stop and think about a place I've never seen. Where
Today on the marketplace, ear snacks. This is good. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. By the way, stick around at 8:15. Secretary of the Interior, Doug Burgum, scheduled to call in. During downtime, clearing my head, getting ready for what's next on the show, I found myself on Facebook Marketplace. A lot of cool stuff, weird stuff, odd stuff, strange stuff. It is all there. We bring it to you right here at WIBC. The Marketplace segment brought to you by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's your cash. Go get it. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. That final paycheck. You've got a refund, a dividend, a whole host of things that could be coming to you. Get that at IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Live stream is happening. There's Matt Bear there at YouTube.com/WIBC. Producer Carl adjusting his camera. And yours truly. I am here as well. Matt Bear, are you a fan of ears?
Yeah, I love ears, Tony.
Yeah?
No, in all shapes and sizes. Elephant ears, big floppy ears that don't attach to the head. I'm a big fan.
Hold on. Ears or earlobes?
Earlobes, yeah.
Okay.
Because if your ear didn't attach to your head, it wouldn't be your ear.
There's a difference. That's right.
Huge difference. Yeah, it's earlobes.
So I know that many a woman and some men are big into the earrings, right? A little bit of ear candy, a little bit of decoration.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah.
This right here is the first thing I've seen in a while where the answer is yes, absolutely, and no question. This is a must buy.
Oh.
Matt Bear, these are goldfish cracker earrings.
Whoa! Okay, where do I find this at, Tony Katz? Okay, clicking.
According to the description, it's a goldfish cracker, hypoallergenic polymer clay stud earring. So I don't think these are actual crackers, but they look like actual crackers.
They do.
They look like goldfish that you eat by the handful and steal from your kid who's 2 years old, and they're like, why are you stealing my snack? And you're like, shut up, kid, I pay for everything.
Oh!
Right? What?
That was mean.
Yeah,
you don't talk to your kids like that. I'm not telling you.
No dad has ever said that to himself or under his breath, ever. Whoo.
Stop beating my goldfish.
I bet you half the dads listening right now said that this morning.
Yeah.
And it's got like the salt on it. They are perfect. They look exactly like the goldfish, but they're earrings, stud earrings. And I'm saying I don't understand how this isn't like the Christmas gift of Christmas gifts.
Well, Tony, if I put these in my ear, people are going to start chewing my ears. That's the problem here, and that's what I don't want to have happen. They look too realistic. Otherwise, I'd be in for this, and I'd even get my ears pierced.
Okay, so I'm looking this up, the listings. She's got everything. The cherries, and there's sugar cookies, chocolate chip cookies. Who is this woman? Do you make these or do you buy these? Like, what's happening here?
She's the ear master.
I don't want to use names, right? That's wrong. But somebody knows who this is, right? Her name's right there. I can say it, but I don't want to cause a problem like that. All right. So someone is going to see this listing and get in touch with her. And the question is, do you make these or do you buy these? And chocolate chip cookie and goldfish cracker earrings. I'm telling you right now, I want to see them. And if they're legit, I am going to place the order and put them in PA Jewelers at the farmhouse in Brownsburg to sell for Christmas.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
I will buy them wholesale. They're fantastic.
Whole collection, $10.
The earrings, these goldfish earrings are $10. Are you in for $10, Matt Bear?
Yeah, because it'd make a great Christmas gift for like
unbelievable Christmas gift.
Yeah, and you could like package it with your first piercing for like a younger person, and maybe even get them a tattoo too.
They are very, very cool.
Yeah,
they're legit. And she actually makes, like, I don't know how she does it. Like, I could find out these are coming from a factory in China. Like, if it's a factory in China, I'm out. But if this woman makes these, if this is somehow an American-made or really, hopefully, an Indiana-made product, I'm all in.
Tony,
those are great.
I'm pretty sure this is real food here. It just looks like this. I mean, these goldfish are real. These cookies look real. Are we 100% sure these aren't edible?
I don't know. Listen, they could just be crackers on a stick.
How fun would that be?
Yeah,
great, but not worth $10.
Most
If you're gonna get this crackers on a stick that go on somebody's ears, you can for like $3 get a whole bag of goldfish and place them anywhere you want.
Like a shish kebab, you know. Just put them on the stick. You can have the cookies. You can have the fish. It'd be delicious.
So someone has to get in touch with this woman and get back to me. Tony at TonyKatz.com. I'm telling you, if she's an actual artisan, if she makes these earrings here, I will place the wholesale order and I will put them in. By the way, PA Jewelers doesn't know this yet. I'm just going to show up and be like, do this. And they're going to be like, Tony, you don't own this place. And I'll be like, you be quiet and get this done.
I'm trying to help.
Right? By the way, they totally know that I'll do that. I'll just walk in and be like, here. And they'll be like, what are you doing? I'll be like, don't worry about it. It's going to be great. They'll be like, okay.
They're so lucky to have you.
Oh.
They're so lucky to have somebody like you helping them run their store.
Hold on. They just texted. We're in.
Oh, nice.
Somebody find out if this is a local artist. This is nuts.
It's got to be local. I'm telling you.
Yes. Yeah. And then Matt Bear and I will show up and we will pierce your children.
I was going to say I'll pierce my own ears for this, but I guess we're piercing children. I can do that too.
Wait a second. You would pierce your ears?
I just kind of said that.
No.
I just kind of said that.
We have it on tape. We're fine. We're fine.
Carl,
Matt Bear has traffic. Segment's over.
Do not pull that.
Done. Happening. This is going on.
Get my navel pierced before
Somebody call Nigel. He has work to do.
Nigel can pierce my ears. I'm cool with that.
Well, it's going to be a show. Also, someone call a paramedic.
Yeah. Medic! Southbound 465 looking stop and go from 70 down to 74. Inbound 69 stop and go traffic 116th Street 2465. That's an 8-minute delay. Boone County northbound 65 on the approach to Lebanon exit 138 vehicle fire. Semi-fire cleanup continues with the right lane blocked and it has a stop and go back to State Road 267. The fire is out, by the way. Northbound 465 northwest side stop and go from 86th Street up to 865. And south side northbound 65 slows after South Keystone Avenue into the south split. That is a construction slowdown with a delay of 7 minutes. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s. WIBC traffic.
We've got 34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:47.
Holy cow! Another beautiful play for Indiana. A new coach, a new team, a new energy in Bloomington.
You're going to see a bunch of guys that are all about winning. They play incredibly hard.
Coach Darren DeVries is ready to write the next chapter in Hoosier basketball.
We love what I think the fans are going to be able to see in terms of how we approach every game.
IU basketball is back. Up next, Incarnate Word, Sunday at 5:30 on the home of the Hoosiers, 93 WIBC.
At Advent, we help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine by getting your nose and throat working with our unique Advent approach that you won't find elsewhere.
It's that time of year again when the leaves turn, the days get shorter, and you hear a lot about Medicare open enrollment. If you're feeling overwhelmed by all the options, you're not alone. Original Medicare, Advantage plans, Part D, Medigap, it's a lot to sort through, and making the wrong choice can cost you more than just your financial confidence. That's where Howard Bailey Financial comes in. At Howard Bailey, we don't just help you pick a Medicare plan. We help you make a more confident choice with your full financial picture in mind. Our team has licensed Medicare professionals backed by experienced financial advisors, all working together to help you retire with purpose. Get started by texting CARE to 888-494-5004 to speak with the Howard Bailey team and start your Medicare conversation today. At Howard Bailey Financial, we make Medicare simple so you can focus on enjoying the season, not stressing about it. Howard Bailey Securities LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. See disclosures at howardbailey.com.
Josh Reckley, Chief Operating Officer for Otter Air Services, utilizes Applied Innovation for both copiers and IT support.
We engaged with Applied early in our infancy stage of Otter, before we even had a facility, just kind of looking for managed IT solutions.
Otter Air relies heavily on Applied Innovation to keep you up and running.
Our entire operation is really set up and heavily based on computers. We're really happy to partner with such a strong group and would highly recommend them to anyone that is currently looking for managed IT or even copiers.
And Applied Innovation will play a critical role in your future.
It's been a great working relationship with Applied as we grow in size and need, just the peace of mind having these folks, at our disposal is really strong for us.
Looking for reliable managed IT support? Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit applieddinnovation.com. Applied Innovation.
Right now at Tom Roush Lincoln, get a 2025 Lincoln Corsair for $4,000 off plus 0% APR. 2025 Lincoln Aviator from $5,000 off plus 0%. Or 2025 Lincoln Nautilus for $4,500 off. Also 0% APR. So come get that new Lincoln at Tom Roush Lincoln in Fisher.
Corsair MSRP 51,720. Aviator MSRP 72,225. Nautilus MSRP 71,60. 0% APR for 48 months on qualifying Lincolns. Good through 12/1/2025. Subject to credit approval. See dealer for complete offer details.
This month, Pure Talk is supporting Canines for Warriors, a terrific organization that trains rescue dogs and then pairs them up with combat vets struggling with PTSD. This is why I switched to Pure Talk. Sure, I like the unlimited talk, text, and plenty of 5G data for just $25 a month, and you will too. But you will love being in business with a company that shares your values. Dial pound 250, say micro, and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
Are you ready to put joint pain behind you and get to a place where persistent pain doesn't control your life? The dedicated orthopedic experts at Community Health Network are here to turn those goals into a reality. With personalized treatment options that include robotic-assisted surgery, we'll help you feel your best so you can get back to enjoying your hobbies again. Learn more about your care options at ecommunity.com/ortho. Community Health Network. Exceptional care, simply delivered.
Whole home protection of your water for what matters most. People, pets, plumbing, and appliances. The sale's on at C&J, and it's a good one. 317-733-SOFT.
Progressive Insurance. Insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs. For protection on the road and on the water. See how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and progressive.com.
Want to be in the room where it happens? Win opening night tickets to Broadway's Hamilton Tuesday, December 2nd. Enter now at WIBC.com for your shot to see the show everyone's talking about.
So the government is reopened. Good. Not everything in the legislation is, though. And it must sound weird that here I am discussing the reopening of government as I have been, and then say, okay, now that's reopened. Good Lord. But this is a conversation of, do we know everything that's inside the legislation? The rush, the panic, the anger, the dismay, the disgust at our elected officials for not being able to do basic things. That's all real. I don't deny people that disgust. I think that'd be foolhardy. First of all, I would have no capacity to. And secondly, that would be to think that somehow everything's going swimmingly. It certainly isn't. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Great to be with you. But I had said the other day that, Rand Paul is opposed to this legislation, the senator from Kentucky, because about hemp. What in the world is he bothered with about hemp? And so people reached out to me and said, oh, check this out. In the legislation to reopen the government, there's a provision that, quote, prevents the unregulated sale of intoxicating hemp-based or hemp-derived products, including Delta-8, from being sold online in gas stations and corner stores while preserving non-intoxicating CBD and industrial hemp products. Now, wait a second. Are you telling me that we just took a legal product and that was made legal in the Farm Bill of 2018, and we just said, nope? We didn't discuss this. This was not part of the discussion. People have a right to be infuriated about this. How about a provision that the senators put in that would allow a senator to sue the federal government for up to $500,000? That would come from the taxpayers if phone records were investigated by special counsel Jack Smith during his investigation. Jack Smith is a fraud and a liar and a lowlife and scum. But now the taxpayer has to pay you out? Yeah, you shouldn't be happy about these things. Because we didn't get to talk about them. We didn't get to debate them. And real anger is allowable. And you should take it out via the vote on your elected official. This is ugly stuff. Government getting back open, good. What we have allowed to enter here, problematic. Matt Bear has traffic.
Westbound 70 stop and go traffic. Emerson Avenue into the north split. Delay continues on southbound 6570 because of construction. 8-minute delay coming up northbound 65 from Keystone Avenue into the south split again because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
We know that around the holidays, things don't always go as planned. That's why Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles. So make memories this season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Over 2,000 to choose from. And buy with zero down. Yes, zero down delivers. Every Hubler Q certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. It includes a 128-point vehicle inspection, plus a free Carfax history report. Plus, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. No matter where your plans take you, spread cheer all season long, knowing Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles. Happy holidays, Indiana. Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations. Select models, approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
Are you about to make a $100,000 Social Security mistake? And the worst part, you'll never even know it. The biggest mistake with Social Security isn't when you file, it's how Social Security is impacted by your IRA and 401k withdrawals, taxes, and even your Medicare premiums. One tiny oversight, and most people make this one, could cost you 6 figures in lifetime income. Did you hear me? 6 figures in lifetime income.
But you can avoid this with a free Social Security analysis from Bill Demery, your retirement guy in Indy. This isn't some generic report. It is customized for you, and it's absolutely free. Even if you're not a client, it's free. And if you've saved at least $200,000 but have not yet filed for Social Security, call right now, 317-648-5120. Get that free analysis, 648-5120, or visit yourretirementguy.com.
Barack Obama is back and pushing Democrat-run states like California to rig the midterm elections and put more leftists in Congress. Joe Biden already counted illegals in the 2020 census, but they still want more.
We've watched the Democrats destroy our country.
Now, President Trump is fighting back, and it's time for Indiana to join that fight. Indiana legislators will have a chance to stand with President Trump, level the playing field, and pass fair maps when they convene for a special session on December 1st. Trump's agenda to save America hangs in the balance, and now more than ever, we need leaders with the stomach for a fight. Senator Jim Buck is refusing to tell Hoosiers if he stands with President Trump or Barack Obama and Gavin Newsom. Call Senator Jim Buck today and tell him our country can't afford for him to sit this fight out. It's time for him to stand with President Trump and pass fair maps now. Paid for by Building a Better Economy.
Look, switching point of sale systems is a total nightmare, right? But here's the thing. Shopify POS makes switching easier. A Shopify POS expert, a real human being, helps with setup and data migration. No need to be your own tech support, because with Shopify POS, you get support for free. You'll also get a free card reader and 25% off POS subscription fees. Switching your POS is easier with Shopify. Eligibility requirements apply. To learn more, visit shopify.com/switch now. That's shopify.com/switch now.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, is it true?
What's that?
Tire Discounters is offering up to $200 off sets of Goodyear tires?
Absolutely.
Plus free alignment and a full synthetic oil change?
You got it.
I'm not one to exaggerate, but that may be the best deal in the history of the world.
But free would be better.
Mike, don't toy with me.
Through the holidays, every day we're open, someone will get their money back on 4 tires.
But I...
Just breathe, Phantom. Breathe.
No purchase necessary. Ends 12/31/25. Visit website for details.
Coming up in 2 minutes, after 43 days of a government shutdown, Hoosier political leaders had a lot to say. How people are remembering a Delaware County Sheriff's deputy, why a man from Missouri is on trial in Indiana, and what IU's basketball coach had to say after their game last night. Those stories after Fox News from the Technology Recyclers Studios. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1. Indianapolis, it is 8 o'clock.
News alert. After a record 43 days, the government shutdown is over. I'm Dave Anthony.
It's an honor now to sign this incredible bill and get our country working again. Thank you.
President Trump in the Oval Office putting his signature on the funding right after the House approved it.
6 Democratic House members joining most of the Republican caucus to vote in favor of passing a Senate package which reopens the government and funds some departments like USDA and military construction for several more months.
It funds SNAP food assistance in full again through next September, and Fox's Mark Meredith also reports from the Capitol.
Lawmakers are already leaving town again. They're not expected to do any work for the rest of this week, but they'll be back next week. And there's another caveat to all this. There is the possibility of another government shutdown on the horizon at the end of January.
Democrats did not get what they demanded, an extension of expiring Obamacare tax credits, but House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries says
their philosophy, my way or the highway, our response, get lost. We're going to continue to fight hard on behalf of the American people.
Without an extension, millions of Americans will pay more for health coverage next year. Republicans want health care policy changes to bring costs down. Travelers are still wary, but Fox Business Network's Grady Trimble reports from Reagan National near D.C.
We're not quite out of the woods just yet, but things are looking up at this airport and airports across the country now that the government is back open and air traffic controllers are expected to get paid within 48 hours. The FAA has decided not to increase those mandated flight cuts today, so it's going to stay at 6%.
There were nearly 1,000 flights canceled. A civil rights activist hospitalized in Chicago, Reverend Jesse Jackson.
The Rainbow Push Coalition with a statement Wednesday night saying Jackson was admitted under observation for progressive supranuclear palsy. It's a rare progressive neurodegenerative disease that affects movement, balance, and eye control. The statement says his family is asking for prayers.
That's Fox's Chris DeMeo. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
43 days later, opinions were strong. Nothing on radar. 35 degrees on Monument Circle, going up to 57. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:02. The federal government shutdown has ended after 43 days, and Indiana's congressional delegation had plenty to say about it late last night. All 7 Republican reps supported reopening, saying it would help federal workers, veterans, and families who depend on programs like SNAP and WIC. Jim Baird and Aaron Houchin pointed to Democrats, saying they're the reason the shutdown dragged on, and Marlon Stutzman called it the Schumer shutdown. On the other side, 2 Democrats, including Frank Mervan, voted against the deal, raising concerns about health care and funding for veterans. A procession moved through Muncie on Wednesday to honor Delaware County Sheriff's Deputy Blake Reynolds, who was killed earlier in the day while helping somebody who was stranded. Last night, Renee Pierce stopped by a memorial and laid flowers to honor Reynolds.
It was a prayer for his family. That's what it was. It was just a prayer for him and his family.
And she told Wish TV the last time she and her husband spoke with Reynolds, he had just gotten married. The trial of a Missouri man accused in the murder of an Indiana state trooper is starting this week. Here's Jarrett Lewis.
20-year-old Eddie Jones from southeast Missouri is charged with murder, resisting law enforcement, and auto theft in the killing of Trooper Aaron Smith in the summer of 2023. State police say Jones was leading troopers on a high-speed chase through southwest Indianapolis when he hit Trooper Smith as he was trying to lay down stop strips on a road just north of the Indianapolis International Airport. An NDOT video shows the suspect vehicle steer towards Smith and hit him. He died from his injuries. The trial against Jones began Wednesday morning and could last up to 8 days. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
By now, you've probably heard about the cleaning woman, Maria Rios Perez, who was shot and killed in Whitestown last week after arriving at the wrong home. Indianapolis attorney Alex Lamonte spoke yesterday about the shooting at a press conference.
Every person in Indiana, regardless of where they came from, the color of their skin, or what language they speak, deserves to feel safe in their neighborhood.
And Boone County prosecutors are taking time with this case, looking over evidence before they decide on any potential charges. The IU men's basketball team pulled away in the second half to beat Milwaukee in Bloomington last night, 101-70. Head coach Darren DeVries talked about his team's performance.
They just share the ball, and I think that's what good offense comes from is, guys that are willing to move it, share it. We had great balance. One night it could be this guy, one night the next guy.
Lamar Wilkerson led the way with 24 points. Indiana takes on Incarnate Word on Sunday in Bloomington. And the Indiana Pacers are in Phoenix tonight looking to snap a 5-game losing streak. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com at 8:05. Traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
Yeah, right. Looking at westbound 70 crash. Approaching the north split in a center lane. Traffic jam back to Emerson Avenue. We are already slow here because of a construction zone on southbound 6570. That has us jammed from the north split down to Washington Street. Inbound 65 slow. 30th Kessler 221st. South side northbound 465 slow. Southport Road to 465. And again Keystone Avenue into the south split. The latter a 7-minute delay. East side southbound 465 stop and go traffic. 72 South Shadeland Avenue. And inbound 69 is delayed 7 minutes from 116th Street to 82nd. Traffic sponsored by Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. Get your home ready for colder temps with the holidays. For the holidays, Benjamin Franklin of Indianapolis is here to help. Everything from plumbing inspections, water heaters, and more. Book now at BenjaminFranklinPlumbingIndy.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist, what's going on?
Hey, good morning. We're going to look for mostly sunny skies today, not as windy. We'll look for a high right around 57. Tonight we'll fall to 37 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Friday, look for lots of sunshine. I think it's going to be even warmer with highs near 61. And then we'll get up close to 70 degrees on Saturday. I do think we'll see more cloud cover, breezy and mild. And then back to normal conditions, which is in the 50s for Sunday and next week.
That is Tara Hastings right there from Wish TV. And just in case you wondered whether or not we were able to grab it properly. Wait, hold on. Do I have it right? I think I do.
Gobble, 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 gobble. Great.
Perfect.
Love that for me.
Oh, no.
That's gonna...
We all love that for you. We adore this for you.
Gobble, 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 gobble.
Thanksgiving's right around the corner, everybody. Tara Hastings has predicted it so.
Gobble, 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 gobble.
You know I get paid for this, right, Tara?
Yes, you do. You're living the dream.
You are telling me. Tara, thank you. Appreciate you. Go to work. 35 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:07.
On this vote, the yeas are 222, the nays are 209. The bill is passed. The motion is adopted.
And just like that, we've got an open government signed last night by the President of the United States. His name is Donald John Trump. You've seen pictures, Tony Katz. Now, good to be with you. And in one of the funnier bits of commentary, you've got Representative Virginia Fox, Republican, North Carolina.
Mr. Speaker, psychologists have a word for the things the Democrats accuse us of: projection. Mr. Speaker, I sure hope you did not watch all 7 hours of the Democrat group therapy session last night in the Rules Committee. But if you did, you saw what a clown show it was. It was a crisp 40 degrees outside when we adjourned at around 1:30 a.m. this morning, but with the amount of hot air being spewed by Democrats in the committee room for 7 straight hours, you would have thought we were in the dead of summer.
She's a treat. She's like the Senator John Kennedy of the House. Goodness gracious. Just going for a ride there. The government being back open is good stuff. And I absolutely, like the vast majority, recognize that there were people who were impacted because of the shutdown. As I've said, and I will say again, I have no interest in getting worked up by these things. I won't be. I expect senators to do their job. But as we also discussed, taking a look at some of the things in this legislation, we have to ask ourselves what we actually just allowed and whether or not we should let it stand. Two things can happen at the same time, and I think people lose sight of this. But there are places of impact of this shutdown that we haven't discussed that I want to. And there's a real conversation in Indiana about how we engage certain levels of growth. And one of those things is data centers. This involves energy, and this involves and placement, geography. Doug Burgum is the U.S. Secretary of the Interior, and he is scheduled to be with us next to discuss these data centers, the impact of this shutdown, and our future. That's coming up. Keep it right here. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $349 per month. Or a new 2026 Corolla, $219 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license, 249 dealer doc, 36 months RAV4 model 4432, 39 months Corolla model 1852, 2999 due, 0 security, 10,000 annual miles, 15 cents per mile thereafter, expires 11/30.
Garage door problems? Call today for service today. Garage Doors of Indianapolis services all makes of garage doors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call today for service today. 875-4577. Call today for service today. Get it fixed right now. Call Garage Doors of Indianapolis at 875-4577 or visit doorstoday.com.
In the morning, call 875-4577.
Service today?
Today.
It's the season of giving, and my friends at Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling invite you to join them in a wonderful cause. During the month of November, Hope is raising money for the Colburn Place and will match donations up to $10,000. Colburn Place is where survivors find safety, support, and hope for a new beginning, and Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is proud to support such a fantastic local organization. To donate, please visit colburnplace.org/hope. That's colburnplace.org/hope. Let's help bring joy to those who need it most.
Struggling with chronic joint pain? Don't want risky surgery or endless pills? QC Kinetics is your answer. Our non-invasive treatment stimulates your body's own biologics and has a fantastic success rate without lengthy recovery or harmful medications. Ready to live your life pain-free? Go to QCkinetics.com/Indianapolis or call 317-559-PAIN and get a no-obligation consultation. Whether it's stem cell, PRP, or a number of other revolutionary therapies, QC Kinetics should be the last call you make. Call 317-559-PAIN.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
What matters to you matters to us. That's why WIBC Bank takes the time to understand your goals and build solutions that fit your story. From everyday banking to long-term planning, our team is here to help you navigate every stage with care and expertise. We're more than a bank. We're your neighbor, your advisor, and your advocate. WIBC Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
The Indy 1500 Gun and Knife Show is this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. For hunting, sporting, and personal protection gear, visit the Indy 1500 Gun and Knife Show.
Save the date. Sundown Gardens Holiday Open House is November 22nd. But happening now, trees and shrubs 50% off. 186th Street and Spring Mill Road, sundown.gardens.com.
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew Baer, what is up?
Westbound 70 was already jammed, and now this delay is extended from Arlington Avenue into the North Split, so for about 4 miles here. And there's also a crash after Rural Street now, blocking a center lane, adding to our delay of 17 minutes. Then, once you exit southbound 6570, that's stop and go. North Split to Washington Street because of construction. South side northbound 65, 6-minute delay after Keystone into the South Split because of construction. Inbound 69, delayed 6 minutes, 116th Street to 465. There's also a crash northbound 69 at 116th Street. No delay at the moment. Northbound 465 on the northwest side slows from 86th Street up to 865. Traffic sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. They've teamed up with the Indiana Fever and Common Threads to provide local schools with information for nutritious meal preparation. Learn more at anthem.com/fever. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies Incorporated. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
35 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:16.
This hour powered by Family Heating and Air, your American Standard Air dealer. Nobody cares for you like family.
Effects of the shutdown, well, that is a worthy question. But it is over. And I am appreciative of that. As we discussed, there is a move on to remove Chuck Schumer. You've got Democrats, as reported by Newsmax, escalating this call. But I don't know what they mean by escalate, right? We know we have Representative Ro Khanna out of California, progressive, saying, quote, he is not meeting the moment. He's out of touch with where the party's base is. You've got Representative Delia Ramirez, this is Illinois, saying, quote, 8 Democrats caving to the empty promises is an indefensible leadership failure. For the sake of our country, Schumer needs to resign. Representative Mike Levin of California, Schumer has not met this moment, and Senate Democrats would be wise to move on from his leadership. If you wanted to know how different things are in the Democratic Party, now you know. Now you're fully aware that you know, as we've discussed, they'll tell you that the left is bowing to the progressive base, and they're doing the bidding of the progressive base that they're afraid of. And I have said, no. That is not it. They are one and the same. I don't know how much more proof we need. But in this conversation about the shutdown, as we've seen it, there is an effect far and wide, more than just what happened with SNAP benefits and more than just what happened with air traffic controllers. Doug Burgum joins me right now. He is the Secretary of the Interior, the former governor of North Dakota, and has a long history in the world of technology. Sir, I appreciate taking the time to be with us. I do have questions on the tech side and how Interior plays a part in this, but from your department, people wouldn't think the Secretary of the Interior dealing with land management across the United States impacted by the shutdown. How did the shutdown affect your world?
Well, Tony, great to be with you, and thanks for drawing light on this. But this hurt every American. And across Interior, it's an incredible department. We've got all the national parks, all the tribal relationships across the country, 454 tribal nations we deal with, over 400 national park sites and historic sites, U.S. Fish and Wildlife, all of these things. When you shut down the national park system, we fought to keep them open, but when we had them open, there was nobody there in the booth collecting revenue. We were losing revenue every day. And you know who was really hurting? The entrance communities to the national parks. Those small businesses, particularly during the, like fall leaf season, Great Smoky Mountain, some of our most visited things, all of these losing tens of millions of dollars of revenue a day for small businesses. For what? I mean, for what? Because, there was nothing accomplished by the Democrats, only hurting Americans.
You, in your tenure as governor of North Dakota, it's a very interesting story because I don't want to call you the accidental governor, but I think when you ran as being an executive with Great Plains Software, selling that to Microsoft for $1.1 billion, people didn't necessarily take that too seriously, I think is an acceptable way to say it. And then you won a second term by an overwhelming margin. You've engaged the idea of beating the odds and then working with people towards common goals. Was there no conversation about how a common goal could have been achieved except to wait out 42 days of Democrat insanity?
Well, first of all, accidental governor is totally appropriate. And when I decided to run, and I told Catherine I was thinking about running, she said, "Oh my goodness, really? Why? We have a great life, and why would you want to get into this horrible world of politics?" And I said, "Well, don't worry, I don't have a chance. You don't have to worry about being first lady." So that was my sales pitch. But she was an amazing first lady as well. But there wasn't really, I don't think, in D.C. and Congress. I'm busy trying to keep the world's largest balance sheet going. I mean, Interior's got 500 million acres of surface land to manage, and timber leasing, grazing leases, oil and gas leasing. We're a revenue-generating agency, and trying to keep that revenue up. Under the Biden administration, the revenue went down every year, and these assets, the underground assets, 700 million acres of where we've got minerals, critical minerals, oil and gas, the timber and grazing on the surface, and then offshore, rich with all kinds of resources, 2.5 billion acres, stretching everywhere from Pacific Islands to the Caribbean, because all of those territories are part of the misnamed Department of Interior. And, of course, everything up in Alaska, which was shut down under the Biden administration, that's got a resource. But when we tell Americans here about, we've got this debt, we've got $36 trillion of debt, some imaginable number. Well, I want to let Americans know you also, if you own part of that debt, you own part of these assets. These are public lands, and your asset ownership in these public lands could be 5 times, 10 times greater than the debt, because we have hundreds of trillions of dollars of assets held in these lands, minerals, timber, all these things that we can generate revenue from. But we've got to get revenue. When Theodore Roosevelt put these lands away, they weren't all wilderness areas. They weren't all national parks and sacred areas. These were for the benefit and the use of the American people. That's what we're about. And the shutdown hurt our ability, hurt our revenue, and hurt the communities and the workers and timber, grazing, ranchers, oil and gas. Affects all of them.
talking to the Secretary of the Interior, Doug Burgum, and I do understand what you're saying there. I agree, but just before moving on, you talked about the amount of land that is covered by the Secretary of the Interior, by your department, by the Bureau of Land Management, especially on the west of the United States. Is it too much? Should we be giving this land back to the states?
There are specific instances where the answer to that question is yes. There's lands that were meant to go to Alaska when it became a state in the late 1950s that still haven't been transferred. We're trying to get those back out to the states. The states, in many times, can manage these better. They're closer to them. I know this as a former governor. But there are other lands that we've got, a small amount of lands that are in southern Nevada. There was a Southern Nevada Lands Act. Harry Reid, Democrat leader of the Senate 25 years ago, came up with a bill because you've got cities like Las Vegas that are hemmed in by Bureau of Land Management land that's not good for recreation, not good for grazing, but wow, it's valuable land. And when we sell 100 acres of land near Las Vegas, we, the federal government, you, the people, and we get a big check, then we can turn that check and turn that into developing real recreation land, real wilderness, real visitor centers. And that's what we're doing right now. So there are some cases where in the precise thing, and if you look out west, around fast-growing cities, Boise, Salt Lake, Las Vegas, Reno, those are places. I mean, Nevada is 80% federal-owned. I mean, that's just crazy. Indiana is a lucky state. It's got very little federal ownership and doesn't have to deal with this, with having a bunch of federal bureaucracy screwing up the, basically being the landlord for Indiana. The governor of Indiana can manage the land with the people of Indiana who care for it, live there for generations. I mean, nobody's going to care for Indiana more than the people that are living there.
More than Hoosiers, that's true. Talking to the Secretary of the Interior, Doug Burgum, you bring up my state, Indiana. And being somebody who has this long career in tech and tech growth, you also play in the world of energy. In my state, data centers have become a front and center subject. Do we want to be the state of data centers? They take up the land. They're not attractive. There's not really a workforce. Is it actually throwing off a tax benefit? And what of the energy usage, the power and the water that's utilized? In your view, as you are dealing with this and seeing of course, questions about, hey, can we use this land? Can we use that land? Should states be looking at being data center states, or is this a no-win proposition?
Well, I think they should absolutely look at it, and every state's got to make up their own decisions, and whether they get benefit or not depends a little bit on their revenue generation. If they, are generating revenue through property taxes, these can be a huge lift for some rural areas. But as a country, we're in the AI arms race with China, and China didn't take the last 43 days off. They're charging ahead. They're adding power at unbelievable levels. I mean, there's been a saying in every language and every culture for 1,000 years that knowledge is power. But now it's actually flipped. It's power is knowledge, because for the first time in human history, we can take electricity, a kilowatt of electricity, and we can convert it directly into intelligence. So, Tony, I've even quit calling these data centers if you're manufacturing intelligence. These are manufacturing plants. I mean, a data center, you've got a Blue Cross healthcare claim, and you got a payer, and you got a provider, and you have a patient. That's a closed loop system. If it's a data center that's running some shopping orders, that's a closed loop between the customer and the company. But these are GPT's general purpose technologies. If you're manufacturing intelligence, it can be used by universities in Indiana. It can be used by people that are trying to cure cancer, research institutes. It can be used by K-12 students. It can be used by anybody, and you're going to see capital flow to the states that have low electricity prices, and you're going to see capital flow away from states that have high electricity prices, because electricity is the primary ingredient into creating more intelligence, and we've got different policies in our country. Places like New York and California that have traditionally attracted capital are going to be on the last of the list. I mean, there's close to $400 billion chasing artificial intelligence factory locations right now.
I don't say no.
Capital.
I say yes, talking to the Secretary of the Interior, Doug Burgum, but this energy conversation is exactly the one where states like mine and other states end up seeing an issue, and the people say, hold up a second. We're the ones who are going to pay the energy bill, or we're going to pay the more expensive energy bill because the data center is using all the energy. So it's not that I don't disagree about where things are going. How do you engage a conversation of convincing local municipalities, no matter the state, when the realization is these data centers suck up energy like it's their job?
Well, I think the key here is there is no energy transition. That was basically a misconception, a framing that somehow that if you had highly subsidized, intermittent, weather-dependent, power, that you could transition away from base load 7x24 power. But there is energy addition. We need more electricity in this country. We have not produced. If someone's running a utility and they've been a CEO and they grew up in that industry, in their lifetime they've never seen a demand curve like we have now, where we just need more power. And what this Trump administration is doing is allowing the hyperscalers, the people that are building the AI factories, to build them, off the meter, behind the grid. But you got to bring your own power. You got to build your own power. You have to be your own. You have to be your own power generator. So you're not affecting the local pricing. So you're not affecting the local grid. And the way to do that, again, part of the cost of electricity is cost of transmission. A lot of this intermittent stuff that was built, the weather-dependent wind and solar, just build a wind farm in North Dakota. But then we need transmission from North Dakota to California, or North Dakota to New York, or someplace. And that costs, trillions of dollars of infrastructure costs to move these electrons around, where the data center guys, the smart ones, are going to the place where we've got stranded power, like the Permian, the Bakken in North Dakota, the Marcellus in Pennsylvania. Go to where the stranded natural gas is, build a power plant, put a data center right next to it, and guess what? Your finished product goes out on a fiber optic cable, and it's like you don't need to be fighting all this, all the landowner issues related to transmission or pipelines.
By the way, the Bakken, Marcellus, these are shale fields that the Secretary is talking about. Well, I've got 30 seconds, sir, and I appreciate you taking the time. Before I let you go, I've already run late, and it's been well worth it. Has there ever been a conversation about the Interior Department allowing certain land to be utilized for the building of data centers, so it's not state conversation, it's actually a federal conversation, and then the states being able to benefit from the federal government engaging in what could be seen as a national security conquest?
Answer is yes. And on the topic of affordability in North Dakota, when I was still governor, we approved a data center, but they actually did it in a way where the rates went down for the local farmers. You produce extra energy, put it onto the grid, benefit everybody locally, and do your data center. There's win-win opportunities here. The capital is there. People just have to be absolutely creative. And then again, my great partner, Chris Wright, leading the Department of Energy. Department of Energy's got land. They're fast-tracking and co-locating small modular nuclear and future of electricity down the road. We need more of that, but co-locating on their land to speed up the permitting process so they can get it done in years, not decades.
Secretary Doug Burgum, the Secretary of the Interior, Secretary Burgum on the Twitter X, BURGUM. I appreciate you taking the time. Come visit us. Happy to host you, have an event. And if you're a cigar smoker, well, then my gosh, I'd be happy as a clam. There he goes. The Secretary, Doug Burgum. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. If you're tired of HVAC and plumbing companies with confusing offers, Masters keeps it simple. Masters Heating and Cooling. That's where you go for your HVAC work, and you can get a full second opinion from one of their Master Comfort Advisors completely free, so you can make your next home decision with confidence and peace of mind. You don't have to question. You've got answers. Masters are the pros. They take care of my HVAC system, keep my family warm all winter, cool all summer, and they do great work. You can get a free HVAC second opinion from Masters right now. And if you get a new system, you can get 0% financing for up to 60 months with a qualified system purchase. Subject to eligibility. Talk to mastersindy.com to get all the details. Talk to Masters Heating and Cooling today. 317-881-9074. 317-881-9074. Masters Heating and Cooling, 881-9074, or online at mastersindy.com. That's mastersindy.com.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
The shutdown stopped with his signature. Clear radar, 35 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 57 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 8:33.
The total effect of the damage their antics caused will take weeks and probably months to really calculate accurately.
President Trump last night signing into law a funding bill that the House had approved only hours earlier, officially bringing an end to the longest government shutdown in U.S. history.
If we had the filibuster terminated, this would never happen again.
And the bill will keep the government funded through January. But even with the shutdown over, travelers aren't in the clear. Hundreds of flights are canceled today because of staffing shortages.
We're not quite out of the woods just yet, but things are looking up at this airport and airports across the country now that the government is back open and air traffic controllers are expected to get paid within 48 hours. The FAA has decided not to increase those mandated flight cuts today, so it's going to stay at 6%.
That's Fox Business's Grady Trimble from Ronald Reagan National Airport in Arlington, Virginia. Starbucks baristas at unionized stores are planning to walk off the job today, and they're timing it with the company's Big Red Cup Day.
Starbucks says it's giving away more cups than ever before on the coffee giant's annual Red Cup Day today, where Starbucks customers can snag a free reusable Red Cup with the purchase of a selection of holiday beverages, including peppermint mocha, sugar cookie latte, and gingerbread chai. The offer is good while supplies last. Starbucks says the Red Cup giveaway is available however you order, including in cafe and drive-thrus, the Starbucks app, and Starbucks delivery on DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber Eats. Starbucks first began offering holiday-themed cups back in 1997.
That's Fox's Jeff Manasso reporting. And sports on WIBC last night in Bloomington.
Here comes the buzzer. History. Indiana, 101. Milwaukee, 70.
Don Fisher calling the action on the IU radio network from Learfield Sports. Indiana hit 100 points for the second straight game, something they hadn't done since 2016.
They just go out and play, and they take what the defense gives them. And I thought again tonight, 23 assists to 7 turnovers was really good. And I think that's why you get shooting percentages you get, because we're getting the right type of shots.
That's IU head coach Darren DeVries, and IU takes on Incarnate Word on Sunday. Second-ranked Purdue hits the road tonight as an underdog to play 8th-ranked Alabama. Both teams 2-0, tip-off at 7, and the Indiana Pacers looking to break a 5-game losing streak and their West Coast road trip in Phoenix tonight. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 8:35. Traffic on the 5s. What are you watching, Matt Bear?
Right now, Ryan, it's east side and westbound 70. Approaching the north split. Crash. Blocking a center lane and traffic stop and go back to Emerson Avenue for a 10-minute delay. Now from the west side to downtown, eastbound 70, crash at Belmont, blocking the left lane, stop and go traffic back to Holt Road. This is on the south side of crash, Southport Road at Wellingshire Boulevard. That's to the west of I-69, just to the west. East side northbound 465, stop and go from 70 up to Penn Pike, then slow up to East 75th Street. Inbound 69 is delayed right now by 7 minutes from 106th Street to 465. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
35 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. My apologies to Matt Bear and the WIBC Traffic Center and to the WIBC Newsroom for running late with the Secretary of the Interior, Doug Burgum, but I appreciate you sticking with us. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. The time is 8:37.
Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15. Go to DrexelIN.com for details.
This month, Pure Talk is supporting Canines for Warriors, a terrific organization that trains rescue dogs and then pairs them up with combat vets struggling with PTSD. This is why I switched to Pure Talk. Sure, I like the unlimited talk, text, and plenty of 5G data for just $25 a month, and you will too. But you will love being in business with a company that shares your values. Dial pound 250, say micro, and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
The Indy 1500 Gun and Knife Show is this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. For hunting, sporting, and personal protection gear, visit the Indy 1500 Gun and Knife Show.
Friendly reminder to change your filter. Head on over to our website at familyhvac.net for some of the best pricing on filters around.
Family Heating and Air is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
If you're experiencing a hardship and need to quickly sell your home, we may be able to help. Simple Quarters has helped over 3,000 families sell their homes in Indiana.
Simple Quarters has helped me by allowing me to sell my house. It's given me the financial stability to be able to move and go on with that next chapter. Simple Quarters was the best option for me because there was no BS involved. It was simply straightforward, to the point, honesty. And that is what made me go with Simple Quarters. There was nothing that I didn't expect. They didn't have hidden fees. They didn't ask me to go get an appraisal. They didn't ask me to have a surveyor come out. This has probably been one of the easiest experiences in my life. And if I ever have to do it again, I would call Simple Quarters again. Simple Quarters absolutely kept their word through the whole process.
Call Simple Quarters 317-900-HOME. 317-900-HOME.
Nobody cares for you like family. Family Heating and Air.
Maintenance is going to drastically increase the efficiency and performance of your system. It's also going to significantly improve the longevity of it. People think that they are saving money by skipping their maintenance, and in reality, they're just shaving years off the life and increasing the consumption of that unit, spending a lot more in the long term.
Get your tune-up today at Family Heating and Air, your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
It's that time of year again, when the leaves turn, the days get shorter, and you hear a lot about Medicare open enrollment. If you're feeling overwhelmed by all the options, you're not alone. Original Medicare, Advantage plans, Part D, Medigap, it's a lot to sort through. And making the wrong choice can cost you more than just your financial confidence. That's where Howard Bailey Financial comes in. At Howard Bailey, we don't just help you pick a Medicare plan. We help you make a more confident choice with your full financial picture in mind. Our team has licensed Medicare professionals backed by experienced financial advisors, all working together to help you retire with purpose. Get started by texting CARE to 888-494-5004 to speak with the Howard Bailey team and start your Medicare conversation today. At Howard Bailey Financial, we make Medicare simple so you can focus on enjoying the season, not stressing about it. Howard Bailey Securities, LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. See disclosures at howardbailey.com.
It's time to fill up on the news, presented by Simple Quarters. Need to sell your home without the hassle? Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME, 317-900-HOME. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Dow futures down 73. NASDAQ futures down 53. We've got oil prices under 60, $59.05 a barrel on the West Texas crude, $63.29 on the Brent crude. That is a number that's going to make a fair amount of people cheer. The 10-year Treasury, not so much, at 4.108%. And gold right now at 4,200. Silver at 53. It hit a high of 54. Full disclosure, I sold mine at 51. Selling too early isn't the worst thing in the world. It really and truly isn't. The world is crazy, but we do not have to be. And, of course, I appreciate Secretary of the Interior Doug Burgum being with us. It just, we went long in him. Gotta bring it back in. Kill A Dent Removal brings us the TK Thursday music moment. We need time to relax. We need time to breathe. Kill A Dent Removal for your hail damage repair, that dent repair. Talk to Kill a Dent. Kill a Dent Removal. They'll come to you. Paintless dent repair for your car, the sides, the doors, the hood, the roof, whatever it is. Hail damage makes no difference. KillADentRemoval.com is where you go, and they bring you the TK Tony Katz Thursday music moment. The world is crazy, but we do not have to be. So we take a moment, we take a breath, we take a beat. We roll down the window in our cars, we step outside, we grab a drink. I do not judge. I'm not here to tell you what it is. And we say, all right, let's breathe deep. So I said, let's do this the right way, because I missed the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald the other day and didn't play the song. We can at least do some Gordon Lightfoot. Guys, the world's nuts, but we're not, so let's not be. From 1974, from the album Sundown, the song of the same name, turn up your speakers. It's going to be all right. Producer Carl, hit it.
I can see her lying back in her satin dress in a room where you do what you don't confess. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. She's been looking like a queen in a sailor's dream, and she don't always say what she really means. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. Picture every move that a man could make. Getting lost in her loving is your first mistake. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sometimes I think it's a sin when I feel like I'm winning when I'm losing again. See her looking fast in her faded jeans. She's a hard-loving woman, got me feeling mean. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sundown,
the world is crazy. We've got Gordon Lightfoot, so we'll be all right. The full listing of songs for the TK Thursday Music Moment is at WIBC.com, presented by KillADentRemoval.com. Give them a call today. Matt Bear has got traffic. What's up, Matt?
West side crash, eastbound 70 of Belmont. Left lane is blocked and traffic is jammed back to Sam Jones Expressway for a delay time of 8 minutes. Inbound 70 stop and go traffic. Emerson Avenue into the north split because of a construction zone and an earlier crash. The crash is gone. The construction's still there, including southbound 6570. That's jammed up from the north split to the south split. And then on the north side, westbound Southbound 465 stop and go from 31 Meridian over to Michigan Road. Inbound 69, 6-minute delay, 106th Street to 465. East side southbound 465 slow roll off 72 Washington, and northbound lanes tight from 70 up to East 56th Street. Traffic sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you'll find everything you need for the holidays, all for under $35. Don't wait, find a location at MacyBackstage.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We've got 35 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:47.
Scrolling all day, clickbait everywhere. But the facts, they're harder to find.
WIBC didn't just report the story, they really got into why it matters.
CEO of First American Nuclear believes we're heading into America's nuclear renaissance.
In 100 years, all successful nations will be powered by nuclear reactors. For the sake of our children, I'd like the U.S. to be one of them.
Oh, I check the WIBC website before I even open social media.
Online, on social, on air. Stay in the know while you're on the go with 93 WIBC and WIBC.com.
The best AI for your business isn't artificial. It's advisor intelligence. With Horizon, you get real people to help you drive real growth. Open your business account today at horizonbank.com/businessai. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When people think sleep apnea, they think CPAP. Now at Advent, we do all we can to help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine. And most sleep apnea sufferers who come to Advent are going to be able to avoid a CPAP altogether. Our unique Advent approach using simple in-office solutions can get your nose working and throat open all under one roof. You see, the root of every snoring and obstructive sleep apnea problem lies within the throat, nose, or both. At Advent, we know when we get the nose and throat working properly, most snoring and sleep apnea problems will subside. And we have the most simple and convenient, ultra-effective in-office solutions that can do just that. And this is why people have traveled by planes, trains, and automobiles from corners of the world you would never think of to find the sleep apnea and snoring relief you won't find elsewhere.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. AdventKnows.com. Most insurance accepted.
The deals and specials are sizzling hot. It's the Central Indiana Gun and Knife Show this Saturday and Sunday at the Madison County Fairgrounds in Alexandria. The best dealers in the region. Hundreds of tables. Just $6 for adults. Kids 12 and under get in free. Must be 18 or accompanied by an adult. Buy, sell, trade. This Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Madison County Fairgrounds in Alexandria. For more info, visit CentralIndianaGunshows.com.
You ready to build your custom dream home? Check out Joyner Homes based out of Greenfield. See one of their model homes in person anytime. It is a great way for you to experience the customization and quality of a Joyner Homes custom built home. Plus, you can meet with a new home specialist to learn about their building process. Available lots if you don't already have one. Find out about floor plans and where they build. Model homes are open 7 days a week from noon to 5 and walk-ins are welcome. Find out more at JoynerHomes.com.
What's Jeff Saturday up to these days?
Retiring from football means a lot of things for a guy like me. It means more time to pick up some hobbies, like baking, puzzles, and some gardening. It also means pinching pennies. And that's why I look for unclaimed property at indianaunclaimed.gov. Look, it's your money, and they want you to have it. So check indianaunclaimed.gov or text Jeff to 46220 and search now.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
WIBC cares, and if you or someone you care about needs food assistance, we have resources for you, including food distribution locations with an interactive map. Also, learn how you can make a difference for friends and neighbors in need, all at WIBC.com.
I bet we've been together for a million years.
I'll bet we'll be together for a million more.
We'll be Looks like I started breathing on the night we kissed. And I can't remember what I ever did before. What would we do?
It's time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is that television theme song? Here's how we play our game. Producer Carl's picked the television theme song from yesteryear. I have to guess what it is. The chat room is allowed to give me advice, and there's someone in the chat room doing a fantastic Matt Baer impression, because we often are allowed to phone a friend and we go to Matt Baer. Matt Baer sometimes gives some off-the-wall answers, and someone in the chat room says, "That's Rat Patrol, Tony." Good work. Honestly, Matt Baer impressions, excellent work. So what is this television theme song? It's amazing we don't have a sponsor for this yet. What is everybody waiting for? Good Lord. Sponsorship is now available for this, January 24th. If you're not already a sponsor, you're going to miss out on something massive. January 24th. Can't wait. But let me phone a friend. Matt Baer. What is this television theme song?
Tony, that's The Walking Dead.
Good. Good. Solid. I enjoy every bit of that. Ladies and gentlemen, is there anything better than Alex P. Keaton or Meredith Baxter Birney? I say not. I would say, is there anything better than Michael Gross? But the answer is, oh yes, a tremendous number of things. This is the theme to Family Ties. Thank you. Sha-la-la-la. Isn't that how it ends?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You talked over it.
Well, go just cue up to that. We need that.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, do it. You know what? I can't believe it's been all these years. I'm gonna need that on the soundboard. Could you get that for me?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna need that. Absolutely do. On Tony Katz today, the shutdown's over. So what's next? Which is a really gross thing to say. What's next? What are we be arguing about next? What are we fighting about next? Does it always have to be like this? The answer is no. But we'll get into that. And of course, the story about the UN being stopped looking at nuclear facilities in Iran. Just because something is done doesn't mean that we are done. That's not how it works. So I will have those stories for you. And, of course, the madness of this Epstein conversation. I want the Epstein files released. But what they just put out, hey, great, we get to attack Donald Trump again. It's boring. And it's cheap. And I expect nothing less. I have got those stories for you. I'm out tomorrow. So I will not be here, but you will be in good hands. And you are loved. And I can't thank you enough for being here. Matt Baer has traffic.
All right, Boone County, northbound 65 before State Road 32, right lane blocked because of a vehicle fire. No delay at the moment. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors.